Work from the field at the deep. It's 2 runs again added to the total, and Tamimi Tafga Cricket Club have raced to 48 from just 3 overs. What a start to the power play this has been. Akhil started off with all the guns in blaze, 28 of 10 deliveries, and Syed has now followed suit with 17 of 8. It's 3 overs gone. It's 48 for no loss.
Well, look at the current run rate. It's at 16. Probably might see the fastest 50 by a team in this Saudi Foundation Day Cup 2025 as well. 48 on the board. 17 came off that last one. As we have an opportunity to have a look at the dignitaries once again. Mr. Imtiaz Mirkar in white, team manager and ex-Mumbai zonal player. Mr. Saurabh, present team coach, ex-Saudi national player, has a record for the first century for Saudi Arabia. And someone missing in the frame, Mr. Hadi Saleh Al Haider, owner of the Bin Delma Royals Cricket Club and also the general manager of Bin Delma Contracting Co. So they'll have their side to support here. So far, their side hasn't had the best of starts. That's gone. Just as I say that, they've got their first wicket. Brilliant, brilliant bowling this time. Nikash into the attack and Akhil trying to clear the mid-off fielder, and a very, very good catch from that fielder there. Didn't get the middle of the bat. And the first wicket is down for the Tamimi Tafga Cricket Club.
What a catch that was. And from his reaction, it didn't look like it carried. And considering the gravity of the wicket, it's the main man, skipper, who has to walk back. What a casually taken, brilliant catch that is. It was always going to take something special to break this partnership. We get that on the field, and he has to walk the skipper. And it's 48 for 1. A welcome wicket for Bin Delma Royals Cricket Club.
Well, absolutely. The wicket wouldn't have come at the right time, at a better time for the Bin Delma Royals. They were under the pump, and just the kind of bowling that was required. The good length delivery, looking to put in the entire energy into that shot. Captain Akhil, once again a start for him. We've seen him struggle with those starts and not been able to capitalize those into big ones. He falls for 28 of 11. Strike rate of 250. 3 maximums and 2 boundaries to end off that innings.
Talk about immediate impact, Vansh. He just wasn't looking to hang around, wasn't he? He just stood there and just delivered with every blow, and a welcome wicket.
This time a wide. New batsman in for the Tamimi Tafka. It is Abdul Wahab Khan, if I'm not mistaken. And Nikash, as you rightly said, first ball that he's come up, delivered the goods for his side. Talk about luck. Certainly has it at the moment. This one's up in the air. Hasn't timed that one well, but well enough for a maximum. The initial reaction was that it hasn't gone all the way, but then he got full result for that one as well and gets off the mark yet again, just like his captain, with a maximum.
My goodness, look at the power on display again. Didn't look like he might have timed that to perfection, but enough power on it. Using the pace of the bowler, of course, but enough with the shoulders. And that is again some way to open the account. And it looks like it's a common tactic here where every player is looking to open their account with a bang here.
Absolutely. We've seen it in the previous games as well that Tamimi Tafga batsmen have looked to start off with sixes and fours and clear the outfield, go in with that positive approach as well. Asghar Altaf on that occasion opening his account with a 6. This time a good delivery from Nikash, the bowler.
Much better there. Dot balls have been few and far in between. The two openers really taking on the charge and have given Tamimi Tafga Cricket Club the perfect platform here to pile on some big runs. There's still a long way to go in the power play here. And with 55 already on the board, it is looking very menacing for Bin Delma Royals Cricket Club.
Not to forget the 50 was up with that 6 as well. 50 up in just 20 deliveries, which Makes it the joint fastest half century by a team in this Saudi Foundation Day Cup 2025.
Well, Nikash started off with a wicket. Since then, it's been the batting side. Syed on strike. Here goes Nikash. Oh, he's cleaned him over. What a delivery that is. It's a peach. It's an absolute peach. And now both openers back in the hat. What a quick turnaround this has been. Nikash is over, has delivered the goods. First, he takes off the skipper, and then the left-hander with an absolute beauty.
Both openers back in the hut. What a delivery this time. Nikash inviting the batsman to go for the drive and some late in swing to the left hander here. Let's have a look at the replay once again to have a better look. Started off on off stump and hit the middle and off. What a beautiful delivery. There's just that late swing from Nikash, and that's a big wicket, mind you, because Syed Ali Hamza can go bonkers once he's set. Not today.
Well, brilliant. What a comeback this has been. Bin Delma Royals Cricket Club was staring down the barrel, knowing that this power play could have looked very ugly for them. Instead, Nikash has come with a new ball. The change has worked, and it's worked like a charm. Both the dangerous openers back in the dugout, and two relatively new batsmen out there in the crease. And once we have seen players looking to go for the big shot early on to open their account. Bilal Yunus looks like a powerful customer himself with those broad shoulders, might look for the big shot early on to try and unsettle Nikash. Full of confidence here. Two deliveries left in this over. This goes Nikash to the new batsman Bilal. Here he goes. The delivery there. Again, late movement shapes away. Starts off with the dot ball.
You can see he's got that swing away from the right hander and into the left hander. So a really good example of that ball coming in towards the left hander Syed. That started off at off stump and got the middle stump. Both the stumps uprooted. This time bowling to Bilal. He'll be looking to bowl much more fuller, just like the delivery that he bowled first up to Bilal. This will be an important phase in this game as these two can take the game away quickly as well.
And clear the fourth. It's a good end to the over there. And what a crazy over this has been. Started off with a wicket. We saw a maximum. Another wicket fell after that. Brilliant from Nikash, dismissing both openers. 8 runs coming off that Nikash over with the 2 wickets. It's 4 overs gone. It's 56 for 2. And Bin Delma Royals Cricket Club now in the game.
Well, that's the beauty of the T20 format, isn't it? Started off with 48 runs in the first 3 overs without the loss of any wicket. Then comes a bowler and wipes 2 of your openers out. 2 new batsmen in. Asghar has started off with a 6 and of course a single. Then Bilal gets 2 jaffers from Nikash as well. That is how quickly a T20 game can turn on its head. Couple of overs, mind you, can really change the complexion of this game. So these two will have to be a bit wary now. Last 2 overs of the power play. Usman has gone for 18, but he's back bowling with the new ball. Here comes Usman Khalid. Short this time, smashes that one over mid-off. 1 bounce, 2 bounces, and the ball goes towards the boundary. This is a powerful shot from Asghar, and it was very wide off the stumps, and that's why he got the room to just open up his shoulders and smashes that one over the infield on the offside.
Far too much width on that occasion. It's a freebie there. He wasn't going to miss out. And he duly punishes him with the boundary. The runs keep on flowing for Tamimi Tafga Cricket Club. Asghar racing away to 11 here.
Absolutely, what a quick start this has been from Asghar. Watching the ball like a football at the moment. This time, the inward movement from Usman. The arm ball once again coming into picture, which has troubled the right-handers. Just past the wicketkeeper as well. Wicketkeeper just getting a small glove on that one. 1 run of buys for the Tamimi Tafga
That
here.
was much better. Much better there from Usman. Has to try and trouble the stumps.
Here he comes to Bilal this time. Once again, that ball which goes straight with the angle or straight with the line. He's trying to adjust one of his fielders on that onside at deep square leg. Because that is the area that both Bilal and Asghar are going to target if he's going to keep on bowling that arm delivery.
Halfway through the over, he's motored on quickly. It's onto the onside. He's got that into the gap. Might just get a single. Might push hard for two. Good running between the wickets. Fantastic work there. Big man gets there. Asghar in time. Knowing that he was running towards the danger end, Bilal gets off the mark with that very well taken two.
This is good running between the wickets. It's going to be characteristic of this partnership as well. They have to run hard between the wickets, and it's not only going to be about sixes and fours.
Goes straight over. Look at that. Kenny was just tossed up. He's almost inviting. He's teasing him forward here. Usman has brought it back after being hit for that boundary in his first delivery. Looking to end well here. Good comeback here from Bin Delma Royals Cricket Club. Again on the onside there. Good work there from Usman. Just bringing things back. 7 runs. 8 runs coming off that over. It's 5 overs gone. It's 64 for 2.
Quiet over this as far as the Bin Delma Royals are concerned. Previous 4 overs, well, there was drama happening all around. 48 of the first 3, then 8 runs and a couple of wickets. Finally, we have a quiet over in the power play. Another one still to go. Will the 2 batsmen look for those big hits? Well, it doesn't look like they're going to shy away from going after the bowler, especially the likes of Asghar, because Asghar, right from the get-go, looked to target the pacers. This time a slip will be in place. Captain Syed of the Bin Delma Royals placing his field. Here comes the bowler Nikash once again. To shape that one away much more fuller this time to Bilal as well. Suraj, you can see that he's trying to bowl that full length and try to shape it away from the right-handers.
Yeah, spot on there. He doesn't want to give him any width here. Almost trying to invite something, maybe a leading edge, a false shot. Just trying to create enough doubt. Might look for a bit of variation as well, knowing that the batsman might look to chase after him, knowing that this is the final over of the power play. The field is up and Asghar on strike. This could be a massive moment in the match.
This time goes hard. There is protection in the deep. Balu George at long on. We've not seen Balu open with the new ball today. Saw him in the previous 2 games, especially in the last game. It's very expensive with the new ball, and that's why Captain Syed not opting for Balu George with the new ball this time around. Interesting to see if he comes up in the middle overs. Fuller length once again. Quick single taken. Bilal has looked positive out there ever since he's arrived. He's looked to take those quick singles and convert those singles into doubles as well.
As you mentioned, Balu George not being opted as that frontline bowler, but just shows you the versatility that Bin Delma Royals Cricket Club have in their top line bowling. It didn't go according to plan today. Again, it's back to the drawing board in terms of how they're going to manage the next game in the first 4 overs. They are looking to come back. He chases after his big time. It's in the air. This could be a massive moment in this match. It's the catch taken, and it's the danger man that has to depart, and it's Nikash who's got his 3rd wicket. He is ripping through the front line batting here. He's got all 3 danger man back in real quick time. Brilliant. 10 balls this from Nikash. He's got his 3rd wicket, and Al-Tamimi Cricket Club have lost their 3rd. It's 67 for 3.
Well, everything that Nikash is touching is turning into gold at the moment. He's dismissed the 2 right-handers now and the left-hander in the previous over that he bowled as well. 3rd wicket for Nikash. Once again, Asghar going for that shot on the onside. Gets a leading edge and an easy catch inside the circle. Big wicket once again. Nikash, he might not have the pace, but he surely has the control. And of course, that late swing which we've spoken about so many times. 3 fielders getting underneath that, but in the end it was Noman, I think, who gave the call and latches onto that one rather simply. in the end.
Big, big wicket that, and again, it's just before the power play. You say the first 3 overs, all in favour of the boys in green, and Bin Delmar Royals Cricket Club have come roaring back into this contest. Full credit, and Nikas has just done that, leading the charge with the ball in hand. He's got 3 wickets, and he's still got a lot of deliveries to bowl and create more trouble here. Brilliant stuff. Here goes Nikash. To the offside there, good fielding. Has to prevent the boundary there as we head towards the final delivery of the power play. This game has swung in so many directions already. This game. Where's this going next?
Absolutely, it's been an emotional roller coaster in the power play this time around. Projected score is 234, but they've lost 3 wickets. So, a pretty productive power play, it must be said, as far as the runs are concerned for Tamimi Tafga. But they'll be very disappointed with the number of wickets that have fallen as well. 3 wickets, just do not want top three of you back in the hut in the power play.
Final delivery. The power play again. He goes for elevation. He's got that into the gap. The ball races away to the boundary, and it's a psychological boost for Tamimi Tafka Cricket Club as they end the power play with the boundary. 8 runs and a wicket of that Nikash over. It's a nice way to end the power play. If you're a Tamimi Tafga Cricket Club player, nice way to just open the face of the blade and just use the elevation for the boundary.
Well, absolutely, that's a brilliant shot. Just looking to caress that one into the gap, relying more on timing rather than power. No surprises, it will be Usman Khalid to continue. And of course, the umpire signals the end of the power play restrictions. 5 fielders allowed outside the 30-yard circle now. But it's been high risk cricket from the Tamimi Tafga Cricket Club. It has paid off on a few occasions and it has gone against them on the other occasions as well. As I welcome my co-commentator, change in the commentary box, Rehmat along with Suraj now.
Welcome, Rahmat, as we head towards the first over after the power play. They continue with spin with Abdul on strike now. It's a good first delivery there, angling in towards the top of off stump and nearly looking to get a quick single there.
Well, thank you, Suraj and Vansh. That's been a significant start to Tamimi Tafga CC. They will not minding losing those 3 wickets because they have got some good numbers on the board.
Goes big, he chases after him. Good sound of the bat. That should carry for nicely for a maximum. Bilal makes his intentions very clear there. He was being very watchful in his first 9 deliveries. In the 10th, he gets the ball just tossed up and he deals with it with a maximum.
That's a beautiful shot playing with the spin. Usman Khalid has been a bit expensive this evening. And they continue to get the boundaries here. Tamimi Tafga absolutely not feeling any pressure of those 3 wickets which they have already lost in the power play. Yes, you rightly mentioned Bilal is making the intentions very clear that he's not going to stay quiet onto the wrong deliveries that the bowler has been charging with towards him.
Well, it took some doing to bring that ball back. That was the quality of the shot there from Bilal. Just depositing that way over the ropes for a maximum. Pressure on Usman. He's been expensive. Look at those stats. None for 32. He's still got 4 deliveries left in this over. Bilal just eyeing that leg side again. Might just clear that front leg. Tosses that. He goes big again. Good sound of the bat. Does it have enough to beat the fielder? It's a despairing effort, but the ball finds its way to the boundary. More pain for Bin Delmar Royals Cricket Club as Bilal gets a boundary after the maximum.
Well, absolutely. Fortune favors the brave, as we keep saying this. Nothing is going in the favor of Bin Delmar Royals at the moment. Usman Khalid has done a great job in the previous games that we have seen, but this time credit goes to the batsmen of Tamimi Tafga, who are absolutely showing no mercy.
Oh, he goes big again. Whoa, look at that. He's gone a mile in the air, but it lands safely. It'll just be a single there, Rahmat. It's been breathless cricket here from Bilal.
Absolutely, they're showing no mercy to any bowlers here. Well, this is kind of an intent that you need to carry, no matter what the scores are showing on the board. This time again, a thick outside edge. Will that be beating the fielder inside the circle? He's under the chase, and the ball will have the legs to clear the boundary. Absolutely phenomenal stuff. This from Usman. Sorry, I beg your pardon. Bilal, the man who is absolutely showing great positive attitude at the moment.
And the clarity of thought has been very, very clear since he's got there. He's just waited, he's bided his time, and now he senses the opportunity to really chase after the bowling here. He's getting runs in a real hurry. 25-13 deliveries.
Thus, this time again, once again, have got the mighty blow. Will that clear the boundary? We'll have to wait for the call of the umpire. Has that fallen short of the boundary rope? This is turning out to be a massive, massive over from Tamimi Tafga's point of view. He's absolutely taking each and every single delivery from Usman Khalid.
He has absolutely clobbered that. It has bounced just before the ropes and found its way to the boundary. But yet another expensive over, and the decision to go spin again has backfired for Bindelma Royals Cricket Club. The runs keep on flowing here. They're 93 already. There's still 3 overs to go towards the halfway stage of the first innings. As it stands, Tamimi Tabga Cricket Club are well on course for a monster score here.
Well, every single bowler will be feeling that pressure now. They will not be wanting to face Bilal because he has got some great power hittings at the moment. Every single area of this ground is being registered on the name of Bilal at the moment.
Pressure now, and when the pressure arrives, the skipper goes back to Nikash, knowing that he might just be able to deliver the goods. He has been absolute gold dust here. 2 overs, 3 for 16, and while his colleagues have been treated with carnage, he has shown real composure, and he's gotten 3 wickets, with his team needing him a lot more again. He's opened the face of the blade. What a clever shot that is from Abdul. That is such a good shot. A bit of width on offer, but the way he dealt with it was expert. Opens the face of the blade, runs it down fine for a boundary.
Well. Abdul joins the party here with Bilal. That was not at all a bad delivery, but late cut into that gully region will be giving him a boundary, first boundary into his account, and he will get some confidence with that shot.
Al-Tamimi Cricket Club, as it stands, are posting up a score well in excess of 250. And that is where Denmark Royals have to be careful. Thick edge, it might race away to the boundary. Good work there. Third man cuts it across. Abdul just gets a single, and Abdul is looking to strike at 200 as well, trying to take a page out of Bilal's book. These two have not stopped. And when you saw the top three depart rather, it felt like the runs might dry up. It has been quite the opposite.
Well, both the batsmen are continuing to get the runs with a strike rate of 200 at the moment. Here comes the main man, the danger man on strike, Bilal.
Ken looks to just hammer that through the offside, keeping the scoreboard moving. Even though Nikash has the ball and they know that he is dangerous and can get those wickets, they're still getting the scoreboard to move as they inch towards that 100-run mark.
Well, this is what exactly we were talking about. They're not showing any mercy to any bowler. Nikash has been the main man for Bindelma Royals at the moment. Have got 3 of those wickets, which he already sent back in the herd. This time Abdul on strike will be facing to Nikash. Oh, that's a beautiful delivery. That was right outside the off stump. Wide Yorker from him. Good variation. He's the kind of a bowler who can generate extra pace and also can go for some slower deliveries at the moment.
That was a very nice delivery. Just late swing away from the right-hander there, looking to finish off this over strong.
Oh, there's a bit of swing on that occasion as well. That's been a nonchalant delivery. I would consider should have gone for it.
Very good comeback this from Nikash after being hit for that boundary. He's pulled things back, just 2 runs from it so far. Can he find the dismissal there? 99 for 3 here as we head towards the final delivery of the eighth.
Again, a full toss delivery. Just chipped it in the short mid wicket region. No run conceded. Well, this happens when you, no matter how good batting you are doing at the moment, but when you face the best bowler in the side, you will be having that psychological impact. But this man, we need to be a bit careful playing up against him. That brings eighth over towards the end. After the completion of 8 overs, it's 93 for the loss of 3. Tamimi Tafghasisi.
Al-Tamimi Cricket Club are looking very much in control here. 99 for 3. They've got a lot of batting still to go here and 12 overs to navigate. So for Bindelma Royals Cricket Club, even though they did manage to get those 3 wickets in real quick time, saw a lot of damage happen before and after those 3 wickets have fallen in real quick time. And now that Nikash's 3 overs have been completed, Bindelma Royals Cricket Club will have to find now newer solutions to try and dismiss Bilal, who has raced to 30 of just 15 deliveries. Abdul has given good support there, going at a runner ball. And as you look at the projected scores there, as it goes at the current rate, they're looking at 247. My goodness, that would be an improbable chase, even for the likes of Delma Royals. As Navid, the new bowler in, right armer looking to trouble Bilal here. Here goes Navid. Oh, he goes big straight down the ground, hammers that. What a shot, and what a welcome to the crease that is. As the 100 comes up for Tamimi Tafga Cricket Club off the bat of Bilal. What a hammering shot that is of the bowling of Navid.
Well, that's absolutely flawless cricketing display here from Bilal. Dealing in boundaries. It's raining boundaries here at the iconic venue, Al-Tamimi Cricket Ground, all the way live from Dammam.
Here he goes again. Look at the sound of the bat. Doesn't catch that cleanly. But again, he is looking to hit Navid out of the attack here. Give more and more problems and headaches for Bindelma Royals Cricket Club.
Well, the captain must be thinking how to stop these two, especially when it comes to Bilal. Someone has to take the onus and break that shackles and give that breakthrough if they really want to come back into the game.
He looks for the late cut there. The dot ball, a welcome dot ball. Good bowling this from Nomi Navid. Again, getting hit for a boundary first up, looking to respond. Not easy, knowing on the carnage that both the batsmen are capable of doing. Abdul, on the other hand, is just looking to be watchful and give a bit of support here to Bilal.
Well, that's been the right approach from Tamimi Tafghasisi's batsmen at the moment because they're very much aware about the batting conditions here. This time towards the gully region. Just a single on that occasion.
He'll
No.
take that. This is a good little spell here for Bindelma Royals Cricket Club. Yes, they'll want those boundaries to dry up, but dot balls, singles, they won't mind that. This is what they need.
Well, there comes the main man, Bilal. Well, this might be the first delivery that has played with right of the middle of the bat for a defensive shot. He's a busy man when he comes to the batting unit. Keeps himself very busy scoring those boundaries and mighty sixes. Once again, Naveed to Bilal. This time right in the slot, and that will be an aerial view to the ball. Absolutely phenomenal. That is a pure 24 karat gold shot from this man. Bilal dealing in sixes here.
Well, Navid's over was ending so well there. He started to find the dot balls, and Bilal just hits him and just crushes his confidence. Look at this for a shot. He gets down on one knee and presents the full face of the bat, heaves that over deep mid wicket for a maximum. That ball has traveled a long distance. We might need a new one here And Bilal now 41 of 19 deliveries as Tamimi Tafga Cricket Club. With 9 overs gone, 111 for 3. They are racing here. They are motoring to a monster total.
Well, absolutely. They are raising the bar here, setting up the bar indeed. Current run rate 12.33 at the moment. Well, this could be the very first time that we'll be seeing a projected score crossing that line of 300, courtesy Bilal and the opening pair of Tamimi Tafga, Sayyid Ali Hamza, who have gone for 17 of just 9, and then Aqil Azad, the captain himself, got those mighty 3 sixes, scored 28 of just 11 with a strike rate of 254.
Well, take yourselves in the shoes of the skipper of Bindelma Royals Cricket Club. He finds himself with his team under immense amount of pressure. 9 overs has gone completely opposite of the plans that they would have had with the ball in hand, and now facing the barrel of a massive score and trying to pull things back. It's 111 for 3 as we head towards the halfway stage of the first innings, and no surprises that Nikash is back in the attack here. He's got 3 for 22 from his 3 overs. He's been brilliant, but now they need a wicket more than ever. Here
Once
goes
again,
Nikash. Oh, he goes to leading edge. Massive moment in this match. Can he get the catch? And he does. Nikash delivers in his first delivery in his final over. He really has been the game changer, hasn't he? It's not the danger man, Bilal, but it's Abdul who has to depart. Nikash seems to be pulling up wickets at regular intervals. He has been a one-man wrecking crew for Bindelma Royals Cricket Club. Massive wicket. He gets the fourth. It's 1-1-1 for 4.
well, they are in the search of Bilal's wicket, but they will be very much happy in breaking the partnership here. Abdul was playing a anchor's role. Now he'll have to take a walk back. That's a beautiful delivery. Speed isn't going to be a key here, but the late swing that Nikash is able to offer, it has been a massive, massive breakthrough here for Bindelma Royals. Courtesy Nikash. That's a magnificent catch taken at the short coast region by Nazar Saith.
And as you can see, that the leading edge, that's it's a first delivery where he just looks to lean after it, looking to take him on there. It's a very strange decision. Might have just looked to rotate the strike. Instead, he sees his wicket being dismissed there. Almost a bit of a collision there. And you can see his reaction, feeling so upset. He wanted to be a part of this. It's a nothing short, really, as he looked to just work that for a single. Instead, he has to depart. And the fourth wicket, a welcome wicket, departs. And it's a good time for drinks to be taken as the fourth wicket goes. And this would be a wonderful time to just make sure that we thank everybody involved with this wonderful tournament. It really has been a special, special effort from everybody involved.
Yes, indeed. OGC Foundation
The
Cup 2025, powered by DAFA News, would like to take this opportunity to thank all of our sponsors here, starting off with the title sponsor, Osaimi Geotechnic Co. Thanks to Mr. Masood, along with him, organizing partner Tamimi Tafka and Tamimi Group, Mr. Dilawar, Mr. Ayman, and also not to forget Mr. Ashfaq, broadcasting and event partner coming in Pacific Star Sports, Toyam Sports, Mr. Mahmood Merchant, organizing partner Axis United Trading Company Limited, Fireox Group, Waqas Alvi, the main man behind the event to happen, F Food and Beverages partner coming in, Shehzada and Mughal Restaurant, Mr. Abbasi, trophy sponsors, Tapa Tamimi and partners, and last but not the least, Pearl Index, Mr. Majid, Aftab, Mr. Bilal, Saudi Cricket Federation, Eastern Province Cricket Association EPCA, TSCC, Cosmo, Oxrite, Armaf Perfumes, Shams Corner, Nature and Pure, and last but not the least, GHS Properties. Thank you so much for being a part of this lovely event and making everything possible to bring this glorious event
with Nikash getting that worked away nicely there. What a way that is to almost get your first boundary, the first delivery. Nikash just bowling that fuller on that occasion. Nice, a nice little maneuver there from Umer to get off the mark there. Runs on the board immediately, trying to give support to Bilal.
Well, the new batsman out into the middle, it's Umar, and he's straight off the mark with that delivery. The low full toss one. Got the couple of runs on that occasion.
Good delivery there, almost into the block hole. Digs that out nicely. Just get a single. And Nikash has done well to just pull things back here. Ken delivers with the wicket. 4 for 24. And if you look at the score on the left, 114 for 4, considering what Nikash has done, has been superhuman to try and pull things back for his team. But now they'll have to figure out after the next three deliveries what they're going to do in terms of sources of wicket with Bilal now on strike.
Absolutely beautiful shot this time towards the square leg region. Will he find the fielder? No, he will be having some good works of foot out there in the deep. Definitely saved some runs for his team. Will be umpire interested in having a check on that?
A little loose there from Nikash. A waist tight delivery there for Bilal, who just helped that round the corner. Runs and runs continue here as we head towards the halfway stage of the first innings. Nikash looking for a fifer. How rare that is in this format. We all know that as he's desperate for that fifth wicket and more importantly, try and dismiss Bilal.
Well, what a significant and a profound platform this has been, Suraj, for all the youngsters out there to be a part of this and to get nurtured with the experience of the international talents that we are having here, naming Sohail Tanveer, Sohail Khan, Roman Rais, Tabish, Umer, who has played plenty of T20 cricket in Abu Dhabi. That's a beautiful shot this time. There's a mix up. Wanted to go for a second. There's absolutely no chances of committing errors at this point of time. You have already lost 4 wickets. You're halfway through the game, through this innings, in fact. 10 overs gone, it's 119 for the loss of 4 wickets. And
Well, as we
Nikash
head towards
was
the
his
final 10, look at Nikash Mahmood strike like the 4 for 30 of 4 overs at an economy rate of 7.5. Normally, that would be expensive, but considering what has gone around him, this has really been a special, special bowling effort. And it all started with picking up the skipper early on. A tremendous delivery to dismiss the left armour, getting both openers out with their pitch, getting the leading edge as the batsman kept on chasing him strangely and he kept picking wickets at regular intervals. The fourth one of Abdul, a critical one, as it sends another mistake there has been the Elmar Royals Cricket Club look to try and pull things back as we head towards the final 10 overs. Raju now introduced into the attack.
well, change in the bowling. Is this going to be a gamble from the captain?
Goes after that first ball there. Rajesh just looking to toss that up to Bilal. Bilal, first delivery there, looking to take on Rajesh, trying to unsettle the bowler. He knows that a six here will take him over the 50, but he's not thinking about personal milestones the way he's been batting. He just wants his team to be out front and in an uncatchable situation. The way he's been batting, they're getting there. 45 of 22 here, Bilal. Special innings as Rajesh goes in there, nearly gets the outside edge.
Well, this is what happens when you keep losing wickets. Bilal is a man who has been phenomenal when Abdul was on the other end. But this time, he must be getting that thought, what if he gonna lose this wicket and his team will be finding it a bit more difficult, a challenging one, rather, to get some big numbers on the board by the end of the innings.
And here's Rajesh now looking to unsettle there. That should be wide and extras. Welcome runs continue here. Gets Bilal off strike. And from Bill Denmark Royals Cricket Club's point of view, they know that yes, they've been taken to the cleaners here and it hasn't gone according to plan. But if they can dismiss Bilal, suddenly they'll find themselves with half the team back in the dugout, might find their way back into this contest here. Bilal is the key man. Rajesh trying to find that wicket. Instead just concedes wide and a single. As Umair now on strike. And watchfully played, looking for a quick single. It's not there on offer. It's a very good comeback. And Rajesh has come in and he's just applied the brakes.
Well, Bilal need to be a bit more sensible here at the moment. He has delivered what he has to in the first half of the innings, but he has to take this momentum forward, capitalize the innings. Nicely bowled and well played this time. A well directed shot. Easy pickings for Umar. Played it into the fine leg region for a boundary. What a way to get that boundary here. First boundary into his account.
That's a clever shot, isn't it? It was just a bit touch higher on that occasion. Just using it to guide it and then find the gap for a boundary. Umar joins the party. Now 8 of 5 deliveries. Rajesh is good over. Being dented with that boundary here.
Still 6 runs conceded. Even after bowling such a beautiful swinging deliveries here. Leaked out 6 runs. Well, they will not be minding. 6-7 runs or 8 overs from here on. At least till 15 or 16 overs. Because they have got into a comfortable position here with 125 runs on the board. Absolutely a nonchalant one once again. Typical Rajesh delivery. Dot ball to end the over after the completion of 11. 125 for the loss of 4. Tamimi Tafga.
That is a very good over there from Rajesh. Just 6 coming off it, and in the context of the match, a brilliant over that. As we look at the projected scores here, I mean, I've got Cricket Club on course for 227, and if they go a 13. And Balu now introduced into the attack. Started off as a strike ball in the previous game, now finds himself bowling the 12th over with his team needing Bilal back. Well, Bilal has had a couple of quiet overs here. And now on strike with Balu, charging in here. Oh, he goes big first up there. Handsome looking shot there from Bilal. It lands safely between the fielders. Again, trying to unsettle the bowler with the first delivery that nearly losing his wicket there. He'll just get the single.
Well, as I've already mentioned, Bilal need to be a bit sensible. You cannot throw your wicket away and going and sitting in the despair.
Balu started off nicely. Oh, it's a good delivery that. Nicely bowled, a swift one, trying to just hit that on the off stump. Dot ball and Balu doing nicely here.
Well, they need to stitch a partnership here.
So another good over this from Balu, just trying to keep things under check here. Umair can almost getting the outside edge on that occasion. This is a very good over this from Balu. In the context of the situation, it keeps Bilal off strike and just starts to create a bit of pressure on Umair. As you look at the current run rate for the first time, under 11 and over. Good comeback this from Dammam Royals Cricket Club. Gets that fine there. He's got that into the gap. Ball's got enough on it. Might find its way to the boundary, but just gets caught in the turf. Two valuable runs added to the cause.
Well, the kind of a shot Bilal has played on the very first ball. Fortunate enough that the ball hasn't traveled to the fielder. He has to be very sensible, as I've mentioned already in the previous over. You cannot throw your wicket and go back into the hut sitting in despair, thinking about that delivery that you have played. Beautiful delivery.
Delivery's left there. It's a
Swinging.
good delivery.
Well, this is going to be a crucial partnership between these two, Umar and Bilal. Has got some extra bounce on that occasion. Balu have been so economical in this over. Just conceded one run. Two of that leg by will be going into the extra. This time outside the off. That's a tough call. Tough call, close call enough, but still be given as a wide.
I'll just add to the extras, won't it? And Balu has bowled a brilliant over this. Just that one run coming off the bat. He has trying to put the clamps on. Umair has been just a bit unsettled out there in the middle as he looks to end the 12th.
Just chipped into the short coast region for a quick single. Good over from Bindelma Royals' point of view. That will bring up the over as well. 12 overs gone. It's 130 for the loss of 4 wickets.
With that current run rate, 10.83 and over. Bilal and Umair out there in the middle with the pressure seemingly off here. They have the license to chase after the bowling. Bilal has done that. Doesn't need a second invitation. He has had a one-track mind. Skipper Saeed Amin will be hoping that his bowlers perform well in the back 8 overs, try and bring that down. They'll want to chase something under the score of 200 by the looks of it. But as for the batting side at Tamimi Cricket Club, they'll be looking for a score in excess of 200 mark, with Bilal out there for as long as possible.
Well, the kind of a start Tamim Tafga has received, they cannot think anything beyond, below 180, because as we have seen, the conditions got better to bat on.
Oh, he's
And
got
this,
him. He's got him. What a big wicket that is. Rajesh in his first delivery in his second over. It is Umair who has to depart. Again, far too much width on offer. Umair was just trying to struggle for runs in this period. And it's a big wicket. And Rajesh, who gets the reward for an excellent first over in his very first delivery in his second, he gets the wicket. And now Tamimi Tafga Cricket Club have half the side back in the dressing room. It's 130 for 5 with Umair Khadan back in the dressing room.
have a look at the replay. There was a late swing offered on that delivery, and Umar Khadim never looked comfortable since his arrival on the crease. Again, wanted to go for a shot at the extra covers region, but the late swing on the delivery has done the rest of the job for the bowler. A nick of the bat and nicely grabbed behind the stumps by the wicketkeeper Sayyid Amin.
Well, a crucial wicket at a crucial time. Just need to start dismissing wickets. If they can't get Bilal, get the rest out as quickly as possible. Quickly onto the pads. He's worked that away for a quick single and he's off the mark and he rotates the strike.
Will the back-to-back wickets in a quick succession will throw Bilal into the back seat, and he will be giving a second thought on his furious hittings. He's someone who can stay back on the crease for at least 3 or 4 overs from here on. Play a sensible knock.
Oh, he's gone for the powerful shot there with the bottom hand. Doesn't get in the location that he was looking for. Ajay is continuing to trouble the batsman here. Even the well-set Bilal struggling to find the middle of the bat.
Well, you will always be having that psychological impact on you no matter how good batting you are doing at the moment, Suraj. The moment you see the wickets are tumbling down from the other end, you will always be feeling uncomfortable.
Beautiful. What a ball that is from Rajesh. Just a hint of movement away from the right hander. Just shapes away. Beautiful bowling this from Rajesh.
Well, Suraj, how crucial is this platform going to be for the youngsters?
Massive platform indeed. This Rajesh, what an over this is. He continues to trouble the batsman here. Brilliant stuff. Started off with the wicket, and the runs just seemingly starting to dry off here for Tamimi Cricket Club. Waqas just struggling to find the middle of the bat as we head towards the final delivery of what has been an outstanding over this from Rajesh.
Oh, that's a superb delivery. He actually wanted to go for a big blow, but he has got that onto his. That delivery has just got crashed onto his helmet. We'll be having a check on him. Well, that's a great sportsman spirit that Rajesh has shown. Soon after he went for the single, went on to him, checking on him.
I mean, spot on there. Good sportsmanship. Yep, they are competitors and they're going out there to compete in full form. But when those moments happen, it's always nice to see everybody making sure that health and safety, of course, prioritized. Good to see that Vakas is also okay. There was a fierce delivery, bowled with real pace, and that shows you some of the dangers of cricket as well. Yes, you're all protected with gloves, pads, helmets, but if that ball is to catch you, there can be consequences on it as we head into the 14th over. A few drops just falling from the heavens here. Whether or not that would be enough to stop the game, we'll wait and see as we head into the 14th over. Good ball. Again, looking for a quick single. There has to hurry. He's on the danger end, gets there quite comfortably. And Bilal, who's itching for the strike, quickly now gets back on it.
There are a few droplets on the stadium at the moment, and you cannot afford to get a game delayed once again, as we already had a washed out day, and the next day was also a bit of delay we have seen in that.
Oh, the slow delivery. It's such a clever delivery there from Balu. Might see the wicket there. Oh, it's a spill. Balu cannot believe what's happening there. It's the danger man, Bilal, who gets his 50 in a streaky fashion. He doesn't time that well. He just takes the pace off it. Long off, just waiting there. Doesn't time his jump. Slips through the fingers and goes for a maximum. And it brings the half century of what has been an outstanding innings there from Bilal. 53 of 26 balls. A brilliant, brilliant innings this. And it takes his team 240 for 5 here. Brilliant stuff from Bilal.
Well, what a phenomenal knock this is turning out to be from Bilal for Tamimi Tafga. Has been quiet for a moment after seeing those couple of wickets going down. This time, beautiful shot, but he has got that thick outside edge. Absolutely phenomenal work of field in that Tadman region.
Wow, that was sensational fielding there. It looked like a certain boundary. He really had no right to get there. Stops a certain boundary, and that is good work from the fielder. Knowing that every run saved here will help because the Mimi Tafka Cricket Club with Bilal completing his half century, looking in a menacing mood, looking for big runs there as he opens the face of the blade. He's guided that nicely there. Such a clever shot that is. Brilliantly played, just opens the face of the blade. Vakas just gets the single and hands the stride back off to Bilal.
Well, absolutely, what a way to bring his half century. He is absolutely delighted at the moment with the way he's playing. Such a prominent player, showing his extraordinary batting skills here. This time goes for a big. Has he put down over there? The reaction of the bowler says it all. That will run away for a boundary again. Some
Well,
big
the
hittings
fielders
coming
have
in
to
from
support
Bilal.
the bowlers, don't they? They really have to support the bowlers. You cannot be dropping the chances of Bilal there. You can see the reaction from the bowler. He's on his knees. Cannot believe what he's seeing. The runs keep flowing for Tamimi Cricket Club. They're heading towards that 150 mark. They don't really need any help, do they? But the fielders keep dropping these critical chances. Goes big. What a shot that is from Bilal. Clears the ropes and for a maximum. What a way to bring up the 150 for Tamimi Cricket Club. It's off the bat of Bilal as he races to 64. And Balu's overs going so well right up until the very end, where 10 runs are conceded in the final two deliveries. It's 14 overs gone. It's 152 for 5.
Well, this man is changing his gears now, having a fair chance to get that first century of the tournament. Absolutely top notch stuff. Classical batting display from this man. Here comes Rajesh with his spell's third over and the team's 15th over in progress. Thick outside edge. Getting into the third man region for a quick single.
Well, I don't know if singles will be welcomed by Bin Delma Royals on that occasion, because what that single does is bring Bilal back on strike. And Bilal, at 64 of 29, is looking to deposit everything into the stands here. This could be a very menacing phase for Bin Delma Royals Cricket Club, and that's how important Bilal's wicket is. They've done well so far. Rajesh has bowled well. Considering the situation, 1 of 10 in his 2 overs, they need a big performance from Rajesh here. He has to continue the good work.
Yes, Bilal can be that reason to take their team to a target of a 220, more than 220, I believe, if he bats for the end till the end of the innings. Some clinical hittings from this man we have seen this evening.
Slow delivery looks to go down the ground there. He's been sent back. Dot ball there. Rajesh continues the great work here amidst all the carnage. His economy rate is fantastic here, and he's bowling to the danger man Bilal in the back end, and he's bowling dot balls. Just shows you the quality at which Rajesh is bowling with.
64 of just 30 deliveries is showing his class here. Some power hittings from this big man. Again,
Goes big
stand
again.
and
Chases after
delivered.
that.
What
What
a
a shot!
shot!
What a shot, Bilal, that is. Ken gets onto his back foot, rocks back, and hammers that over long on for a maximum. Well, Bilal is putting on a masterclass here. He races on to 70 here. And Rajesh, and even Rajesh, is going for the big shots.
Well, what a mighty blow that has been from this man. Bilal completely changing the momentum here. 159 on the board. Absolutely down the ground. Has he got the fence? Has he cleared it? Oh man, there's a drop. Drop at the long on region. That could be a costly one. The damage has already been done, but a life to Bilal can swiftly change things for Bindalma Royals.
No, 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 you cannot drop that catch. Not in that fashion, not that batsman. It was a simple catch right in the breadbasket, and he might just make them pay here. 2 deliveries left.
Well, this time it's the man who has been silent for a while since his arrival on the crease is making no mistake to dispatch that delivery out of the park. Waqar Ahmed has joined the party here along with Bilal.
What a shot that is. My goodness. The timing on it is impeccable. And they were worrying about Bilal, and having dropped his catch, thought that they might get a bit of a respite. There's no such respite whatsoever here. Mitafka Cricket Club well on their way to a score in excess of 200. This is looking very, very ominous here for Bin Delma Royals Cricket Club. Back-to-back defeats, now staring down the barrel in the final delivery of the 15th. He gets that fine into the gap there, Wakas. He gets away with that one, though. It's a dot ball to end the over. 14 runs coming off that Rajesh over. It's 15 gone. It's 166 for 5.
Well, some towering sixes from both of these batsmen here. Bilal and Waqas doing no wrong this evening here. What a show this has been. Stealing the limelight here. 71 of just 32 legal deliveries, changing the bowling attack, changing the commentary box as well. As Vansh will be replacing Suraj here. Welcome Vansh in the com box.
Thank you, Rahmat. Last 5 overs coming up, 166 runs on the board. Bilal 71 of just 32. Will we have the highest ever total in this OSAMI Geotechnic Foundation Day Cup 2025? We've already seen a couple of 190s and a couple of 180 run scores. This looks like we're going to cross that 200 barrier for the first time in this tournament. Here comes the spin. This time, Shashin. Right arm off spinner into the attack. Smashes that one straight. And this time, towards the fielder at long off. Balu George, the tall man, stationed at the perfect position and takes that one rather simply in the end. A change in bowling attack working in favour of the Bindelma Royals.
Yes, indeed. Shashin, the man who has given a big wicket here for Bindelma Royals. The danger man departs after scoring a massive runs on the board. 73 of just 32 legal deliveries. With that, some power ratings of towering sixes. 6 sixes into his account and 5 boundaries with a strike rate of 228. Absolutely top-notch stuff. Yes, you rightly mentioned Balu, the man stationed at the right position, making no mistake in grabbing that one.
What does that wicket do for the Bindelma Royals? Well, it brings the danger man out of equation now. Bilal Yunus, everyone was worrying about him. Now it's time for Asif Iqbal, the wicket keeper, to join Waqas Ahmed into the middle. Waqas Ahmed 11 of 9 with a 6. We've seen that even he can hit those sixes long and high. Now it's time for Asif Iqbal, who's not going to shy away from going for the big shots as well. Here's Shashin to him. Starts off with the defense.
Well, this is the moment for Bindelma Royals that they can really pull back things into their side after the departure of that big man Bilal. Straight onto the pads. That has been a close call, but that might be a height could have been the factor.
Well, absolutely, height I think was the factor on that one. As you rightly mentioned, Rahmat, going above the stumps for sure. 3 deliveries left now in the over.
This time played slashed hard into the point region. There's a bit of feel in action at the point region. Just a couple of runs on that occasion to Waqas.
Well, it's been a top-notch effort from these Tamimi Tafga Cricket Club batsmen. Shashin is into his first over. He's conceded 3 runs so far of this one. Couple of deliveries left. He's not in at an easy time, Rahmat.
Yes, credit goes to Shashin though. The way he pulled things back. The moment captain asked him to bowl, he rolled up his sleeves and got in action, took that onus on him, broken the shackles, got that big wicket for them. And this will be the moment that they can really pull back things into their side. And that will bring up the over as well after the completion of 16 overs, 171 for the loss of 6 wickets.
171 for the loss of 6. Last 4 overs in action. Current run rate of 10.6. Going at a good rate here. Tamimi Tafga, but they need to finish off well. Can't be affording to lose much wickets in these last 4 overs as well. Well, if they go at the current trend rate, 213 is what they'll reach. They'll be happy with that 213 for sure. With the firepower that they have, they might as well target for another 50 runs in that last 4 overs and reach that 220 mark. It's going to be tough. You never know with these two tall and explosive batsmen still at the crease for the men in green. As we have another bowling change, I think it will be Wakar is going to come in. Asif on strike, still yet to get off the mark. Wide delivery down the leg side from Wakar. Started rather expensively here, Rehmat. None for 30 with the new ball.
Yes, this is the moment for him to get back into the action and pick up a wicket here that will compensate for sure whatever the runs he has leaked in the first spell of him.
That is absolutely true. Wakar none for 30. And he has a chance to redeem himself by picking up these late wickets in the first innings. We've seen some rain. It's not going to be easy for the bowlers. There you go. Cameraman doing an amazing job to just stick on there and have the best possible camera angles for all of us. As Wakar this time swings and swings it well. It's the inside half of the bat. There is that fine leg fielder who will cut that one for just a single. A word for the commentators, for the cameramen, for everyone who's been working so hardly as well. A big thank you to all the event partners, broadcast and event partner Pacific Star Sports. Almost all the personnel have done an amazing job in this tournament so far. It's high up in the air this time. And it's gone for a maximum. For a moment, I thought the long on fielder might be entrusted, but it went sailing over that fielder in the deep. And Wakar continues to be expensive here, Rahmat.
As long as this man is staying back on the crease, it is not going to be an easy cakewalk for the bowlers here. Yes, we might have clouds of rain on the venue, but the clouds of the danger is patrolling over the heads of Bindelma Royal since the beginning, since the first over. Every single batsman who is walking in, dealing in sixes here, and the same is continuing by this man Waqas.
Absolutely, here comes Wakar once again. That will be another wide down the leg side. 180 up for the Tamimi Tafka now. They're looking as if they're going to go past that 210 mark rather easily and comfortably as well. This is excellent batting. In fact, it's 178 with the corrections in the score that have been made. 9 runs off this over already. Just 2 legal deliveries bowled. Wakar to Wakas. This time in the slot once again. He's got a hold of that one. But not as well as he would have liked to. That one just stops in the outfield as well. And that is going to be a single there to bring Asif back on strike.
Well, as we can see the droplets on the venue at the moment, it is not going to be an easy run chase for Bindelma Royals coming in the second innings. Things will be a bit tougher for them, difficult for them. This time a beautiful catch taken in the third man region. Nazar is the man who is coming back in the action. Everything depends on this man now. Wakar has done that job, picking up a wicket, though he has got a bit expensive in the first spell, even though getting a 6 in this over, but a wicket into his account will definitely give us some sigh of relief to him.
Well, absolutely, that will be some kind of a booster at least. This time a good delivery outside the line, or outside the eye line of the batsman. He's looking to hit that one on the onside. Gets a leading edge above, and Nazar picks up a good catch running in from third man. It's not going to be easy to pick up the catches as well, mind you, with the kind of breeze that's blowing in, and of course the slight amount of rain that we've had. So fielding is going to be an important aspect going forward into this game as well. And the side that feels better, I think, is going to win this one. It's time for Sakriya. to come out in the middle.
Well, no team has crossed that barrier of 200 run mark. Here is the opportunity with Tamimi Tabgasisi, but Bindalma Royals, will they able to pick this man, Wakas? That is a big question.
Absolutely, that is going to be the big question. Final delivery of Wakar's third. So far, he's produced a wicket and 11 runs.
High up in the sky once again. Has he got the distance? That's a mighty blow. That's a big six coming in from Wakas. He's just dealing in sixes here. The sixes we have seen from Bilal was just the highlights. And this time, that was a trailer, and this is some hittings from Wakas giving the climax shot to the innings.
What a monstrous hit that was from the tall and muscular right-hander. He's given the full throttle into that one. 26 of 15 for Wakas with that 6. And 17 overs have come to an end, and the score 186 for 7. Oh my word, the wicketkeeper, who's also the captain, will have something to worry about as Shashin once again comes into the attack. First delivery to Zakria now. It's a good delivery. He's bowled amazingly well as the spinner. He's coming at a very, very difficult situation, and he's just conceded 5 runs off that first over. Good delivery once again. Troubling Zakria, pushing him onto the front foot. And in fact, 5 dot deliveries is what he bowled in that first over. Just went for a couple of runs. Comes Shashin once again. Flighted delivery. Goes for the big shot. It has gone past that fielder at short covers, but it will be covered by Usman Khalid for a couple of runs. It's been a good spell so far.
Indeed, it's been a good over as well. Just 2 runs considered of those 3 deliveries which has bowled in this over. Well, Zakaria has to do nothing big here. Don't take extra responsibility on his shoulders. Just try to rotate the strike and give the strike to the man on the non-striker's end, who is actually dealing in sixes here. That's a beautiful delivery once again. Just 2 runs considered of his 4 deliveries. Absolutely top-notch stuff coming into ball in the slog overs. Zakaria taking that pressure on him. Shashin is the man doing a great job here with the ball. This time again played it towards the point region. Fielder under the chase. Will he be able to stop that one? Yes, indeed. Couple of runs on that occasion. The fact that Bindalma Royals will be happy about, they haven't leaked out much runs in this over. Just 4 runs.
Well, yes, just 4 runs coming off that Shashin over. 18 overs done. It's 190 for 7. Still 12 legal deliveries left into this innings. Zakria 5 of 7 will look to give the strike to Wakas, asking for the score. Wakas 26 of 15. What a crucial knock this is turning out to be as well. And now Captain Saeed continues with his spin. It's going to be Usman Khalid. How much of a importance will the spinners hold in the second innings? Only time will tell. This time a full length delivery almost into the block hole. Yorked himself there, Wakas. But it's not going to be tough for the bowlers coming into the second innings as well because of the dew factor, because of so much of rain. It's going to be tough for them to hold on to the ball because it will slip out of the hand of the faster bowlers as well. Here's Usman once again. This time a wide delivery on the offside into his final over. None for 46 from the left arm spinner, bowling the penultimate over of this innings here. Short delivery this time. He's hit that one but not timed it as well as he would have liked to. Should be a couple of runs as Balu George covers that one. 28 of 17 for Wakas. And you can see Usman is trying to get through his final over rather quickly as well. Here comes Usman. Will be another wide. He'll have to re-bowl that. How much are these extra deliveries gonna cost him? Well, we'll get the answer to that in just a couple of moments from now. None for
Yeah,
50. He's been very, very expensive. Slight pause, but that doesn't matter for Wakas. Smashed that one, and he smashed that one for four. Long on fielder does a bit of a scrappy job in the end. Should have really stopped that one, but gets a four in the end. Does Wakas here?
this definitely should have stopped that one. Usman Khalid is already having a bad day here and he cannot afford his fielders to do that stuff. That was a poor fielding effort, I would say. 32 of just 18. Wakas this time wanted to go big but hasn't timed it enough. Will be finding the fielder at the mid wicket region. Naveed, the man patrolling. Well, this is turning out to be a big over again. 9 runs of this over so far. Well, this time he got the distance. I feel like he hasn't got it. The man coming underneath it has put it down once again. Oh, it's all happening here at Al-Tamimi Cricket Ground. The moment we are thinking that they have got this wicket, the fielders coming in and doing the rest of dropping those easy chances. That's a pretty much regulation catch. But as you rightly mentioned a couple of deliveries ago, this time going big. Absolutely poor fielding effort from the entire fielding unit of Bindalma Royals. That comes to an end. After the completion of 19 overs, score moves on to 201. That brings up the 200 runs for Tamimi Tafga, first team to cross that barrier of 200 benchmark.
Well, absolutely. 200 is up for the first time in an innings at the OGC Foundation Day Cup 2025 powered by Dafa News. Still an over left. Wakas will be looking to go for those big hits. 33 of 19. Shashin into attack once again. Continuing. That's a brilliant ball, but unfortunately, the umpire just calls that one a wide. He's looking to bowl that one way outside the off stump. Once again, this time it's high up in the air. This should be taken. In fact, it just sails over long off's head. For a moment, I thought Balu George might be interested in that one. And given the height that he has, he might as well latch on to that one simply. But the wind helping the ball to just go over his head. And have a look at that shot once again. It was high and handsome from the bat of Wakas. This time smashes it. It's long off yet again. Balu George is in some business. Oh, that's a direct hit. Just as we were mentioning about Balu, they were looking to come for the two, and that's a wise call as well. Zakaria in the end had to sacrifice his wicket for Wakas to be on strike. They'll only get one run and a direct hit from the deep. Brilliantly done from Balu George there.
Well, Tamimi Tafga will not be minding this wicket at all because their main man still on the crease onto the striker's end. Have a look at the throw straight onto the bullseye. The moment we are talking about the sloppy fielding work from Bindelma Royals, here comes a direct hit from Balu George. You rightly mentioned the man in form. He has also taken that brilliant catch of Bilal Sayed to dismiss him.
Right then, he's not wearing a helmet, and the umpire is not too happy with him not wearing a helmet. But I think it's off the spinner, so he'll just excuse him on that occasion. Quicker delivery, looking to heave that one on the onside. Will just get a single. Will he take that single? That is the question. Well, the ball has just stopped, and I think he'll be happy with 2 runs here. An easy 2 in the end. He moves on to 42, Wakas.
Well, here is a chance for Vikas to complete his half century as well. He has got some power with him. He can literally smash those big hits. This time, a beautiful wicket keeping stuff. I think he has gone. He hasn't made it, but he will be. He's much confident that he has already made. But I guess we are having some third umpire action coming in.
Well, that one will go up towards the third umpire. Wakas is standing his ground and he feels as if he has made it, but absolutely not. Absolutely not. He'll have a question as well, Syed. I mean, did he catch the ball ahead of the stumps? That's also going to be one question because I just might have seen. Yes, there you go. No ball being called by the square leg umpire. And Syed Amin just taking the ball in front of the stumps, and that will be called as a no ball, and no ball will mean a free hit as well, Rahmat.
Yes, you rightly mentioned the keeper cannot collect the ball before the wickets, which is why this ball has been called as a no ball. A free hit will be coming in. That will give up the license to Wakas to go for some big hits at the moment.
Well, Shashin would have had another wicket.
This time high up in the sky, going down the ground. Wakas going out of the ground. No, he hasn't. There's a catch, but he puts it down, but will not be having any significant role in that one, even if he latches onto that one. That was a free hit. Austin John, the man in action, has dropped it. Dancing on the track, but this time he hasn't got timed enough. That will be a catch straight towards the Naveed, the man who can make no mistake this evening. One remaining. Big wicket coming in. Wakas departs after scoring a massive run of 44 in just 25 legal deliveries.
Well, he was looking to challenge all the fielders as well. A couple of drop chances in the previous over. One catch dropped off the free hit this time, but not on this occasion. It was high in the night sky. Held on to that one, did the fielder, running in from covers. I think it is Naveed. Yes, final delivery of the innings.
Swings hard, no connection again, missed by the batsman, missed by the wicket keeper. That will be a one run. Wide signal by the umpire, interesting call here. There will be a delivery more that we can witness before we end the first inning. Well, you
This has
cannot
been
expect Sachin to bowl some extra deliveries here at the moment.
absolutely final delivery of the innings now coming up. Noman on strike. Can he finish it off with a bang?
He has got some power readings as well in the previous games. Yes, he has. Has he got it enough is the big question. The ball has got the aerial view. That will be landing again just short of the fielder. The question, has he got it towards? But this time, run out. Everything is happening here at Al-Tamimi Cricket Ground. Drop chances, big hittings, run outs. And we have got to the conclusion of the first inning. After the completion of 20 overs, score moves on to 215. And they have lost all of their wickets. 10 wickets down for Tamimi Tafgha. But a brilliant stuff from the entire batting card. Naming the captain himself, Sayyid Ali Hamza. Then after Bilal, who has got some mighty blows. I beg your pardon, Akhil Azad, the man, the skipper of the team, who has got for some big numbers, 28 of 11. And then that innings from Bilal has broken every shackle, 71 of 33. And then that finishing touch comes from Waqas of 43 from just 25.
Well, absolutely. It's been a complete team effort as far as the Tamimi Tafga Cricket Club are concerned. We'll have a look at the batting scorecard in just a short while on our screens. The floodlights have taken full effect here. There is some rain, but the conditions quite unpredictable here at the Al-Tamimi Cricket Ground in Dammam. And at the moment, it looks like it has settled down, but there is still a huge cloud cover above us, and you never know, rain might as well come in, the DLS system might as well come in. Very unpredictable scenes here, as Bin Delma openers would like to come out as quickly as possible. We have the highlights of the first innings. Started off in some amazing fashion where Akil Azad getting off the mark of the first ball with a maximum 28 of 11, a quick fire 28 with 2 boundaries and 3 maximums in that knock before he was taken by Nikash Arshad, the bowler. The catch taken by Shashin Shamsad. And then Sayyid Ali Hamza also looked to go for the big shots. This was one of the most powerful shots that we've seen in the evening from the bat of Akil. And then there you go, couple of flicks onto the onside by the left-hander Sayyid Ali Hamza, scoring 17 of 9. This highlights package is going to be a big one because they've scored the highest total of the tournament as well in 216 runs on the board. And then there you go, got dismissed this time. Akil, good catch taken by Shashin at mid-off, then picked up the other wicket as well. Batsman came in, batsman went for the big shots. Asghar Altaf, 12 of 6 as well, 1 boundary and 1 6 for him. A quick fire 12 from his bat. Nikash Arshad getting him out as well. Naveed Ahmed taking that rather simple catch in the deep. Then came Bilal and Abdul Wahab Khan onto the crease, out of which Bilal Yunus completely looked to dominate all the medium pacers and the spinners of course as well, just freeing his arms on to the onside on that one, and on this occasion as well clearing long on. In fact, that one was a tough chance. Clearing the fielders in the deep with ease here was Bilal. Got a few lucky edges towards the boundaries as well, but an excellent display of batting from the tall and muscular right-hander. He scored 71 in just 33 and a strike rate of 215, 6 boundaries and 5 sixes in that explosive innings from Bilal. Yes, he did get some support from the other end as well. Abdul Wahab Khan and Umair giving him some much needed strike at some crucial intervals. This one was taken by Nazar, that wicket of Abdul Wahab Khan. Nikash got 3 wickets up front in his first 3 overs. Then Umair came and Rajesh Radhakrishnan got his wicket as well. All bowlers were very expensive, weren't they? Pick of the bowlers, Nikash 4 for 30, some 9 dot deliveries, 1 for 46 for Waqar. He bowled 2 overs with the new ball and then in the death as well. Rajesh Radhakrishnan 1 for 22, one of the most economical bowlers today, along with the likes of Shashin, came in the end, finishing with figures of 2 for 23. No wickets for Balu George, none for 22, and for Naveed Ahmed as well, none for 12 in his 1 over. And Usman Khalid, none for 57. It was very expensive. This was the moment when Shashin came into the attack while he was bowling to Bilal. It was an easy catch taken by Balu George in the deep. 2 explosive sixes. They were going all guns blazing in the last 4 overs or so, trying to take any opportunity to hit the maximums. They got lucky on a few occasions, a few dropped catches as they hit the ball very high in the night sky. There you go, that was a big 6 from Waqas as well. A quick fire, 43 of just 25 for Waqas. He was only dealing in 6s at one point of time against the spinners. 4 6s for him and 1 boundary in that innings. The strike rate of 172 to finish things off for the Tamimi Tafga. Balu George goes with the direct hit. Zakria sacrificing his wicket for Wakas to be on strike. Was the final over. This was a no ball called because Syed Amin, the captain, picked up the ball, gathered the ball in front of the stumps. That was finally the wicket of Wakas. A good catch taken at the 30-yard circle as well. And once again, Noman going for the big hit. It's it high up in the air. Catch wasn't taken, but they did get the run out after completing those 2 runs and looking to go for the third. So that was the end of the first 20 overs here from the Al-Tamimi Cricket Ground in Dammam, the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. And 218 is what Tamimi Tafga have managed to score. Just a short while from now, we'll be having the run chase. 219 to win in that run chase. We'll be having run chase in just a short while from now. So stay tuned. We'll be back.
Well, as the two umpires take the field here, they're all but set for a mammoth chase here. The Mimi Tafga Cricket Club really have put on a show. 218 for the loss of 10 wickets. They batted all the 20 overs as the umpires, Kashif Zubair and Mohammad Shabazz, take the field here. We saw a bit of rain out there in the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia, but the game's still continuing, which is the good news. And with such an impressive batting performance from Tamimi Tafga Cricket Club, they might feel that they have one foot in the result, but they still have to complete the job with the ball in hand, as Bindelma Royals Cricket Club looking to avoid 3 defeats on the trot here, as the two openers tried out there in the middle, looking for a massive chase here.
Well, the onus will be on the likes of Balu George, and we'll have to see who's coming on with him. I think it's Usman Khalid, 2 left-handers coming in for the Bindelma Royals. And it looks like it's going to be a very, very tough chase. If they have to get through this target, they'll have to bat their skins out. And it's going to be a very, very tough chase as well, given the fact that the Tamimi Tafga have got such amazing faster bowlers, especially the likes of Wakas and Noman, who will start off with the new ball. And then the man on the screen's Asif Khan with the gloves will give the gloves away to someone else and come in with his loopy leg spinners as well. It's not going to be easy for Bindelma Royals as they're trying to avoid their third defeat here. Poor performance in the field in the first half, though, from the Bindelma Royals.
Yep, there were far too many drop catches there. You cannot be dropping catches at this level and expect to go. You can see that the score 218 could have been a lot more, but could have been a lot less in terms of if those catches were taken. Unnecessary, some of them, yes, they were difficult chances, but that is something that the boys in blue will have to work on going forward. That part, that is uncontrollable, that as a team you can definitely work on and get better at. It is a harsh lesson out there in the field, and Tamimi Cricket Club taking full advantage with a bright start, and we've seen exactly what is going to be needed if they are to get a score over 200. We've seen that for the first time in the Saimi Geotechnique Foundation Day Cup 2025. Will we see it again if Ben Delma Royals Cricket Club can chase this big moment here?
Absolutely. And I think they've got the two left-handers in for the first time as openers, and that is, I think, to target the left arm in swingers of Noman, because he bowls those in swingers to the right-handers, and that's why I think they've gone in with the two left-handers to start up. So change in strategy definitely from Bindelma Royals. Usman Khalid will be on strike facing the first delivery from Noman, who's been absolutely influential with the new ball and created some early inroads for his side. He's got a slip in place, and captain will be at that first slip position. The umpire and all the fielders in readiness. And here we have the first delivery of this run chase. Noman to Usman. It's a decent enough delivery. You can see Usman trying to be on the front foot straight away, getting out of his crease.
A good shape on the delivery there from Noman. Really bowling that with pace and trying to attack. And we learn a lot about this contest in the early overs. It's how these two openers tackle the power play, which is going to make all the difference in the world. Usman and Balu cannot just keep throwing their bat at everything. They have to be watchful, yet aggressive.
Noman once again, this time hits it on his ribs or his shoulder. You'll have to wait for that. But looking to swing that one on the onside was Usman. Not getting a hold of that one. Some late swing from Noman as well. As you can see, that slip is in position for the outswinger that Noman generally shapes away from the left-hander. And he will be in business pretty soon because of the fact that Noman has completely dominated the left-handers as well in this tournament. That will be a wide to start off. First runs on the board in this run chase for the Bindelma Royals, courtesy that wide. Usman has a word with his non-striking partner. How should they approach with this run chase here, Suraj? Because it's a tricky one, isn't it?
Yeah, watchful aggression. That's the only way that the two openers can look at it. They cannot go hell for leather. They cannot chase after a quality bowler like Numan without getting their eye in. It's going to be critical. Those dot balls are really going to hurt them. So something that can avoid early on.
Good delivery once again. Look at the amount of bounce Noman has got. He's a short guy, mind you. He's hit the deck hard on this one. Just swinging away from him as well. Usman, well, his strike zones are on the onside. The cow corner is the area which he targets a lot. So far, so good from the bowler.
Yeah, brilliant stuff. There's 3 dot balls in the first over. The pressure is already relentless. An over like this just compounds the misery. Brilliant start this from Numan. Goes big. He's gone after that and lands safely. It was a fuller delivery on that occasion. Usman not waiting a lot more there. Usman looking to fire that towards the stumps. Very well bowled there. Welcome runs again. Not in the most convincing of fashions, but they'll take it.
Well, one more factor that we've mentioned and we've spoken about in the first innings, once we saw the rain coming in, the fact that the rain is on, so the outfield will really get quicker, that ever slide quicker. spike up whenever the ball is along the ground, but it'll be tough for the bowlers to grip onto the ball. So the ball will slip away from them as the innings progresses. We'll see a lot more towels being used by especially the faster bowlers.
Yep, spot on there. Dew factor, huge factor there. As the ball to grip becomes difficult. So that's why they have to make inroads early on. If the bowling side are to make it difficult, not able to get it over there, might be a needless run out. Look at the reaction there from Balu. He's giving him the eyes. Whether or not he might be safe there. Oh, unnecessary.
Well, there was never a run in that one, and Balu was halfway down the pitch. Returned back to his non striking mark in a really lazy manner, if I can call that. Fortunately for him, the ball didn't hit the stumps.
There goes Noman again. Gives himself some room. Tries to attack that. Fielder can't get enough on it. That ball might just find its way to the boundary. Oh, it just stops on the ground there. See, the rain has just gets the ball to get caught on the turf. Boundaries will be difficult to come by here. It's going to be a challenge for both the bat and ball here. Noman bowling a very productive over. Plenty of dot balls to start off with, creating enough doubt. The first over concludes as Bin Delmar Royals Cricket Club with a steady start at 4 for no loss.
A couple of runs taken on that last delivery, which makes it 5 runs off that first one. Balu George will face the other faster bowler Waqas from the other end for the first time in this innings. And Waqas, with the kind of pace that he's produced, this time producing an absolute stunner with the bat as well. What an innings from Waqas here, Suraj, in the first innings as well. 43 of just 25, just given his side that much needed impetus in the back end of the innings.
Yeah, brilliant. That really was that extra boost that gave Tamimi Cricket Club all the confidence heading into the second innings. All the damage was done early on, but when you have someone to come at the back and then deliver those heavy hits, it is a psychological advantage as you head into the change rooms before the second innings. And now, when you see Bin Delmar Royals just struggling to get the early runs on the board, just shows you how valuable those runs could be.
Waqas will come in from over the wicket. He's bowled brilliantly with the new ball. We've spoken about the fact that there has been a lot of bounce on this wicket. Waqas has certainly utilized that bounce to some great effect in his favour. Slip in place as well to Balu George, who's technically a very, very sound batsman. Here comes Waqas to Balu George over the wicket. Good delivery once again. Pushed him on the back foot first up. That's a much more fuller length from Waqas. Even Balu might have been expecting that shorter delivery to start off, but that fuller length really surprising him on that occasion.
That's a nice first delivery there from Waqas. Just shapes away from Balu. He'll be a bit edgy, seeing the first 6 deliveries from the non-strikers and almost losing his wicket courtesy of a run out. He'll just want to be steady, but knowing that he has to get a move on at some point.
Right then, here's Waqas once again. Drives that one. Doesn't get it past that mid-off fielder. A good save from him, which will get Balu George off the mark here as well. You mentioned one crucial word, steady aggression from the batsman, and that is what is required from these two openers. They need to get their team off to a good start. A good start today is 60-run start in the power play, isn't it, Suraj?
Yeah, they have to go at that clip. Current rate, nowhere near good enough here. Brilliant start. Just the 1 run from the first 2 balls here from Waqas. Oh, it's a no ball there. It's a free hit. A welcome sight. It's the first one we've seen in a very long time here, and Waqas just a little over-eager, overstepping the boundaries, and gives the opportunity to Usman to really free his arms for the first time.
Free hit for Usman now. He'll have the opportunity to free his arms. No changes in the field because there is no change in strike. Slip fielder just goes behind a little bit. Not sure that's allowed, but here comes Wakas bowling to Usman. Free hit opportunity. Swings that one hard, but then some late swing from Wakas as well. It'll just be a single of leg byes.
That's another good delivery, wasn't that? On a free hit there, you can see that he was well overstepped for that no ball. Good call there from the umpire, but that was a very good comeback in terms of really ripping that swiftly towards.
That is true. Good amount of swing from Wakas. Current run rate, as you mentioned, Suraj, under that 6 run mark as well. They have to start off really well if they have any sniff into this contest.
Yeah, Wakas can sense the tension here with Balu on strike. Goes after him, but he'll get a wide. Quite a few extras creeping up already, and that's something that Tamimi Cricket Club can clamp down on early on. Yes, they have plenty of runs to protect, but it's part of discipline. It's part of culture as well in the bowling, doing that. Can't give away those looseners, not give anything to the opposition when they're struggling for runs.
Absolutely. Can't be giving those extras. And one more aspect that I've touched upon so many times in this tournament has been the fielding. Fielding from most of the teams has not been up to the mark. Fireox unit we saw did pretty well in the evening game.
That's another wide delivery there. Wakas has lost his complete line and length here. He's getting nowhere near in terms of line. It's pretty poor display here from Wakas in terms of started off very well, but since then he's just been bowling extra deliveries, giving his shoulder some extra workout, giving runs free of for the Delma openers.
Well, 4 extras so far in this over already. And what that means is that he'll have to bowl those extra deliveries, and those extra deliveries will cost Tamimi Tafga at some point of time. Here he comes around the wicket now, a change in angle that looks like a much better angle to the left-hander.
Yeah, spot on there in terms of the shift in angle. This has got to be better here from Wakas. And that he does. He gets a lot of bounce there, and it is another no ball. Goodness me, Wakas has lost all discipline here. It's been some over this. He's having a look there. This free hit has been signalled, and another opportunity here for Bin Delma Royals Cricket Club to really get it. They're getting a helping hand here from Wakas.
Well, this is just unacceptable from Wakas now. 4 extras, beg your pardon. And that one leg by should be counted for the team and not for him. But here's the free hit opportunity for Balu George.
He goes to swing after that, and that's much better there from Wakas. Oh, he's been sent back. Huge miscommunication, and he was gone for all money. He could have just continued walking there. He's been sent back, and Balu George on a couple of occasions could have very easily been run out. He's leading a charmed life out there.
Oh my word, what was he thinking, Balu George, on that occasion? There was never a single there. Wasn't sure, I think, where the ball went. Finally now has a look at the ball. Lots and lots of time for Wakas, and how has he missed from that distance as well? Some really poor cricket on display here.
Has to hit the target from there, 3 yards away. Wakas's lengthy over continues. Balu on strike. That's a good shot there, right at the meat of the bat. Good fielding. Fantastic work to get his hands to it. Saves a certain boundary, and that is much better cricket.
That's a beautiful shot. What a noise from the bat. Sweet part. And just couldn't find the gap on that occasion, Balu. He'll get a couple of runs on that one. 7 runs off this over despite those extras being conceded, and a couple of opportunities off the free hit as well. So that has to improve from Bin Delma Royals. 13 for the loss of none. Final delivery of the second.
That's a good shot there from Balu. He gets that fine. That'll race away to the boundary. And a very loose over there from Wakas comes to an end. Filled with extras. Ends with the boundary. It's 2 overs gone. It's 17 for no loss. And Bin Delma Royals Cricket Club
have got a huge helping hand in this over, and Balu ends that with a boundary.
Well, that is what the extra deliveries can do. He's bowled three extra deliveries in this over, and there you go, paying the price for that one as well. Balu George just helping that one on the onside, might have just brushed his thigh pad as well on the way to reduce the pace on that one, but it still had enough legs, being the hard ball it is, to go towards the boundary. 17 then of the first two, and it will be Noman to continue from that other end. Captain Akhil would like his new ball bowlers to pick up a few wickets here. In fact, it's a bowling change, it seems. No, Kamran is handing over the ball to Noman. So, an opportunity here for Tamimi Tafgar to really tighten the screws on the Bindelma Royals, who are going after everything now, will be looking to go after rather everything from here on. Current run rate at 8.5. Still the same field for Numan, who's into his second slip in place. That will be a wide delivery once again. Been pretty loose so far, Suraj.
It's just been far too many extras here, and Tamimi Tafga Cricket Club have to clamp this down. Yes, it may not affect them in this game, but these kind of habits might just carry on as the tournament goes on, and fine margins can hurt them as the tournament goes on. Maybe it's just a game where they can just get all their extras out the way here, but far too real. And even Numan seems to have just caught the bug here after an excellent first over.
Shorter this time. He clears the infield on that occasion. Does he clear the outfield? No. The ball just stops in the outfield. That will be another couple of runs. We'll see this a lot more now as we've got some rain. The ball just stopping into the outfield. They'll require a lot of big hitting and not have to rely on the outfield that much, where you won't get good value for your shots as well. That can happen once the rain comes in. But here's Noman once again. Shorter this time. He's hit that one high as he cleared mid on. Just clears mid on fielder. And the fielder from deep mid wicket runs away and takes that one. Keeps it for just a single.
Good delivery there from Numan with a lot more pace on that occasion, trying to surprise the batsman. Skipper Akil is making sure that everything is according to plan here. He won't be happy with the leaking of runs, the extras, but other than that, the bowlers have been pretty solid. Balu struggling at 3 for 6, Usman 7 of 10. Not the starts that you need when you're chasing down a target of 219.
Much more fuller. This is exactly where he wants to be, Noman. The outswing on that occasion, Balu George just feeling for that one. The ball swings away.
Very well bowled there by Numan. He's shown some great facets of being a fast bowler here. Bowls charges in there, bowls with real intensity, and he's getting the ball to nip around, using the conditions to his advantage. Here goes Numan now. Goes to chase after that, not making the connection there. He'll just get a single. They won't mind these singles whatsoever here. It's those extras. That is something that they have to clamp down on. But other than that, they have restricted the flow here. Batsman getting a touch edgy out there in the middle.
You can see both batsmen are trying to drag the deliveries from outside the off stump and hit that one on the onside. They've not got the offside shots as of now. And we'll just have to wait if Usman can produce a cover drive or two.
Goes down the track to try and attack Numan. It's a nice approach there. It's a very good shot. Excellent work out there in the deep. Long on just comes across, cuts that out, saves a certain boundary. Those boundaries which were needed to really, flood up as quickly as possible have completely dried out here.
Absolutely. Boundaries have dried up early on in this innings. 24 runs on the board. Final delivery of the third coming up. Noman has bowled well actually with the newer ball. And as we see, a few support staff. Of course, the fourth official having a word.
They might have taken a net. He's asked the question there, the nod of the head from the umpire. Well, the skipper is convinced they might just get runs here with overthrows. But the brain trust, the bowler, the keeper, the skipper, all mystified as to the decision. It was just tracked down the leg side. Leg bias has been signaled. And that will conclude the third over. It's 24 for no loss after 3.
Well, there seems to be some confusion still. Asif just dislodging the bails on that one, but Usman had tapped his bat and the umpire had called over as well. But let's have a look at the replay once again and why the Tamimi Tafga seemed a bit entrusted. That has clipped off the pads for sure. A good take by Asif diving towards his right. The slip fielder and the captain were convinced that there was some bat on that one. But surely the right call. The umpiring has been spot on in this game and of course in this tournament as well. They've been put under the pressure by some huge appeals by the wicketkeeper and the bowlers, of course. But they've done a brilliant job to be calm and composed and giving those decisions quite correctly as well. Right then, Wakas with no slip this time. The captain has removed the slip for him because of the last over that he bowled.
Well, going at 8 and over is not too bad on most days, but when you're having to chase 219 down, it's not the start with both batsmen not finding the fluidity. It's good to see support always on the sidelines from the dignitaries, the sponsors, and everybody involved in this wonderful tournament. As Bindelma Royals Cricket Club not really getting a move on in this chase so far.
This time off the back foot, goes past point. Point fielder should have done a better job there, and the ball just has enough to take itself towards the boundary. It's a really good shot from Balu. Plays it off the back foot this time, but the point fielder should have done much more better there, Suraj.
It was a good shot, though. I think he just got that wide, and knowing that it went low and went quickly, that's a very clever shot there from Balu. Yeah, the fielder could have done better. Just throws himself at it. Let's give some credit to the batsman. A much-needed boundary, a handsome-looking shot there, and a welcome boundary.
Welcome boundary indeed for the Bindelma Royals, and they need many, many more of those as they move on in this innings. This time a short delivery to surprise Balu George, who's a good player against the short ball, mind you. Smashed a couple of sixes in that first match that the Bindelma Royals played. Smashed really long sixes off the short ball especially. This time he's struggling here. He's clearly struggling. 8 of 12 for him now, striking at 66. He needs to make a move on and he needs to do that quickly.
Much better over this from Wakas. Been a lot more disciplined. Yes, he's been hit for a boundary, but dot balls also very valuable. This one going for a drive. Gets set into the gap. Just be a single. Wakas bowling with a lot more discipline. He'll be the first one to be cross with himself with that performance in the first over, where he conceded far too many extras for a first over. He just didn't get his line right whatsoever. This time you're seeing a lot more of a disciplined second over this from Wakas, and he's seeing the benefits of it.
And absolutely, we've seen Captain Akil has gone for Wakas in the power play, and he's bowled him for the third over as well. Interesting to see if that will happen today.
Gives him the charge. Not the kind of approach that Usman was looking for. And we talked about Balu struggling. Usman is reaching a similar state in terms of a strike rate there. Wonderful to see the wave from the dignitaries out there, enjoying their cricket out there. As you see that Tamimi Tafga Cricket Club, one of the home sides in this tournament, well on top here as they bring that current run rate down to under 8 and over here. It's tough time out there in the middle, and the bowlers dominating the proceedings here. Tamimi Tafga Cricket Club looking to end the fourth over here with Wakas bowling to Usman. Here he goes. Gives him the charge. That's a nice looking shot there. Doesn't get any distance on it. Direct hit would have made things interesting, but it's just a single to end the over. 6 runs from that Wakas over. It's 4 overs gone. It's 30 for no loss.
Much, much better over from Wakas. Just 6 runs coming off that one and no extras, more importantly. Both the openers batting with identical runs in identical balls, 9 of 13 for both of them, 30 for the loss of no wickets. These 2 overs of the power play left have to go for big runs if they have to keep the required run rate in check. It's already above that 11 and a half mark. And if you talk about the Duckworth Lewis power score as well, it's 33 at the moment. We still need 189 runs in the 16, beg your pardon, overs remaining. 11.81 the required run rate as well. And as we've seen so many times from Captain Akil, Noman is bowling his third in the power play, and I won't be surprised if Vakas comes in from the other end to finish off his third over as well.
Yeah, it's an aggressive approach, isn't it? To just use the front line bowlers and just smother them in the power play and just give the rest of the bowlers a lot easier task as they look to defend. As we look at the current run, the required run rate rather, under 12 and over. Done well here, 30 for no loss. That wickets column has been crucial that they've kept that at nil. A lot of work to do with the bat still. Here goes Numan.
Dancing down the wicket, gets the edge, and that one will race away towards the boundary. A streaky boundary from the bat of Usman as he advanced down the wicket. Noman adjusted well to that challenge, bowled it much more fuller, but still gets the outside edge, and that goes past that short third man fielder for a boundary.
Yeah, he'll take that. He gets the reward for taking that aggressive approach. Not easy dancing down the track to Numan. Takes a lot of courage and bravery and a lot of confidence in your own abilities. Doesn't get where he wants the boundary, but gets the boundary nonetheless.
Here's Noman once again. This time looking to heave that one on the onside. Much more shorter in length from Noman as well. As we saw the required run rate, Suraj, 11 and a half or even more than that. Surely need to go from here on, otherwise that required run rate might as well creep to above 12, above 13 with 1 or 2 good overs, and that will just make things even tougher for the Bindelma Royals.
Yeah, that required run rate will creep and creep very quickly. That's how swiftly things move in this format with Noman going and targeting the stump. He might have got the wicket. The batsman walks here. It's brilliant from Noman. He's come steaming in with every delivery with intent. And it's Usman who's had a tumultuous time at the crease, and it comes to the end. Noman strikes, and Bin Delma Royals Cricket Club lose their first wicket. It's 34 for 1.
Well, he's been rewarded with that wicket. The efforts that he was putting in, and once again, captain's mastermind of bowling Noman for the third over in the power play comes to some good effect. Easy catch for the wicketkeeper behind the stumps. And Noman, as we've seen so many times, has bowled out his 3 overs in the power play, once again doing so. This time working in the favour of the Tamimi Cricket Club as well. First wicket down for Bindelma Royals, the 34 for 1.
Just as they started to build a bit of an understanding with a lot of adversity on them, they lose a crucial wicket. And Numan, no surprises, delivers for his side. Bindelma's Royals Cricket Club's night just got a lot more difficult now. They haven't had the most fluid of starts. Got a few boundaries here and there. Not nearly as enough if they are to try and tackle this monumental score down. As Nomi out there in the middle looks to give Balu some support.
Naveed Nomi, right-hander. Now they'll have the left-hand, right-hand combination, and now Noman will be a completely different bowler against the right-handers. He'll shape the ball in, but with the seam it will move away, as we've seen on so many occasions in this tournament.
That's a good delivery again. Numan with dot balls in this over and a wicket. Excellent work from him. And that boundary, which he was conceded early on in that over, I think in the past here, brilliant response from the front line left armour.
Well, that's right, and you can see that with his natural angle, he's bound to get the ball in, but Surprisingly, Noman has that kind of unique skill set with which he moves the ball away after it's pitched.
Delivery again. Another dot ball. Brilliant over this. This is not going to work from Bindelma Royals Cricket Club's point of view. Now we're trying to settle in here. Dot balls, far too costly in this format here. You can say Bilal out there, just with the field, he was devastating with the bat. And they need somebody in the Bindelma Royals Cricket Club to have something of a similar innings if they are to get anywhere near the total as we head towards the final delivery of the fifth over. Noman looking to end his third on a high note here. Good delivery, gives himself some room. He cuts that well into the gap. So just get a single to end the over. 5 runs and a wicket from that Noman over. It's 5 overs gone. It's 35 for 1.
Brilliant start from Tamimi Tafka with the ball as well. We saw Captain Akil speak at the toss that they wanted to win the toss and elected to have a bat first. Here are two replays of the innings that Bilal played as well. Bilal was smashing them all over the park, especially against the spinners. Smashing the ball, he was watching it like a football. Scoring 71 of just 33. 5 maximums. And mind you, those 5 maximums were huge ones. 6 boundaries as well, striking at 215. Completely taking the game away from the Bindelma Royals. Look at his bat swing as well on that one. Minimal foot movement, playing from his crease and getting maximum results. High risk, high reward cricket from Bilal during his innings today.
Absolutely sensational with the bat. It'll be one of the highlights of this tournament going forward. Might take something special to try and usurp innings like that. Have seen quite a few from the bats of some of the teams here as we head into the final over of the power play.
Fuller length this time from Waqas. You can see he's trying to bowl the Yorker now. He's trying to be as accurate and as much at the stumps as possible.
Good delivery that Waqas coming in here and following that first over. He's responded very well. Now getting that accuracy spot on here. He's looking to fire this towards the stumps, and Naveed has struggled out there in the middle here. Needs to get a move on at some point.
Slip hasn't been in action so far when Waqas and Noman have been bowling. That will be a quick single to get Balu George back on strike, who's struggling as well. 9 of 13 for the left-hander, and Waqas with the kind of heavy ball that he bowls, it's going to be very, very tough for these two batsmen to go past the infield as well. They can use the pace, of course, but do they have the skill sets to do that? So far, it's not been on display from the batsmen yet. We might as well see some improvisation from Balu George now, given the fact that he's not been able to connect those off the back foot so far. This time a short delivery, brilliantly bowled. Balu George looking at the square leg umpire for a wide, but that was perfectly executed from Waqas.
What a delivery that is. Absolute snorter there. Real pace ripped off the surface. That one carrying to the keeper with a good height there. Waqas bowling with a lot of intensity and aggression in this over. Brilliant stuff from him. None for 14 here. And this is just not good from a Bindelma's point of view. Those dot balls really are like daggers. That's flicked off nicely, but won't get enough distance on it. Has got it fine enough, though. Let's just get a single. They'll have to run hard for 2. They'll just decide to stick to the single instead. Well, another quality Waqas over here, Vansh. He's given nothing away.
Well, that will be a free hit. Another overstepping no ball just when we were praising Waqas for the amount of deliveries that he was bowling on target. He comes up with a no ball. It's really sloppy from him. He's bowled 3 no balls in this spell so far. And to add to the 3 wides that he's also conceded in the first over, this will be a free hit opportunity for the right-hander this time.
And they haven't punished him with the free hits before. Does he do it this time? Here goes Waqas. Oh, it's a brilliant delivery. Again, he seems to bowl some of his best deliveries when he's against a free hit here. Another fiery delivery with no room to operate whatsoever. And he mitigates that free hit with just a single.
Well, that is good observation, Suraj. We've seen him whenever he's been under the pump, he's come up with a very good delivery as Wakas. And for 17 so far, he's bowled exceptionally well, barring those no balls and those wides.
Good shot there from Balu. Doesn't catch the meat of the bat. Has the full follow through as the ball just gets caught on the grass there. The rain doesn't help with the speed of the outfit. He'll get a single there. Balu just trying to show a bit of intent on that occasion, but doesn't find the boundary rope.
Well, he's trying his best to open up that offside. He's just not finding the middle of the bat. I think Wakas's pace is just getting too heavy on him. Should rather be looking to just time the ball well, but even the timing hasn't been on point, especially from Balu. These are tough times for the Bin Delma Royals. Final delivery of the power play now.
That's a good delivery there. He ends with the dot ball. Good stuff there from Wakas. He's been box office. He's bowled with a lot of heart, with a lot of passion. He restricts the flow of runs. 3 overs, none for 19 for him. It's 6 overs gone. It's the end of the power play. And Bin Delma Royals Cricket Club are 41 for fun, facing a mammoth chase in front of them as we head towards the final 14. Well, as the same stage, you can see that Tamimi Cricket Club, they were 72 for 3. And this is after catching on absolute fire in the first 3 overs. They were pegged back towards the end where 3 quick wickets went, and that brought their run rate down a bit. Just showed you what an assault they landed on, and this shows you that Bin Delma Royals Cricket Club have a huge deficit to try and overcome as we head towards the first over. After the power play, here goes Kamran. Straight away starts off with the wide. As there's a change at commentary. Ahmed, welcome to the bout. What do you sense from Bin Delma Royals Cricket Club as to how they can try and manufacture and runs in the next couple of overs?
Well, absolutely top-notch stuff from Tamimi CC. Be it the batting, be it the bowling, they have been absolutely on the money tonight. Down the leg stump, called as a wide. Well,
And
this
yet
has been the area of concern every single time that the new bowler has come in. Have been facing issues with the swing. Need to get that control over the new ball.
Yeah, he starts off with 2 wides immediately. Kamran has to tighten up here with Naved on strike. He has struggled here 3 for 6, and here goes Kamran, tries to bowl his first legal delivery here. Much better this time. Bit of width on offer. They're trying to get that through the gap. Oh, the runner direct hit there. Could have made things very interesting. And we're trying to get that quick single there. Might get a extra for overthrows. Decides against it. Just a single.
What a great power play Tamimi CC have had. Absolutely on the money. Every single bowler who has came in, bowling in the right areas, getting their extra bounce many of the occasions. Tight bowling line from each and every single bowler.
Well, can Kamran look to trouble Balu here? 12 of 17, looking to get a move on. Good delivery. He's played that with a straight bat down the ground. He'll just get a single.
Well, someone has to take the onus here, Suraj, because at the current run rate is trailing at 7.11, and it is not going to be much possible from this run rate to get onto that target.
It's just brilliant bowling though. Kamran just varying his pace, varying his length, keeping the batsman guessing. You can see they know, the bowlers know that the batsmen are trying to go and swing at everything possible. So they've made their line and length as unpredictable as possible. And Navid and Balu have tried to swing at a lot of the balls, but they have not made the right kind of connection.
Outside the off stump this time, swings and swings hard. But again, the same result. A dot ball. Well, you can be a bit accurate with the batting efforts that you are putting in at the moment. If you're not getting those big runs, just try to rotate the strikes. That will get some confidence in you. Full Lalan this time, much away from the batsman. Well, this is what happens when you keep changing your variations. This is the highlights of the power play. Some good boundaries that they have scored, Bindelma Royals, but not up to the mark. That was a wicket, courtesy Noman. Bowling in the right areas, not allowing the batsmen to free their arms. Well, this has been the story with every bowler. This time again, swings out of the off stump. Again, missing on that length here.
This is good stuff here. Just again, those extras are the only real downside of the Tamimi Cricket Club. Other than that, they've made things so difficult for the batting side. Those extras really are trotting up as we head towards the final delivery of the seventh.
Outside the off stump once again will be called as a wide. Well, they need to sense this thing that they are having a bigger fish to fry here. Bindelma Royals, singles and doubles will not be making that big impact to chase that mammoth total of 219 runs on the board, which has been placed by Tamimi CC at the first innings.
Spot on there as we head for take 3 of the final delivery of the seventh.
Swings and swings hard. Again a dot ball. Well, he's absolutely struggling at the moment, Naveed. A dot ball to end the over. 7 overs gone. It's 47 for the loss of 1 wicket, Bindelma Royals.
Just 4 runs coming off that over. Brilliant from Kamran. He'll know that, yes, those extras are something that he could have avoided. He bowled very well, and Balu and Naveed are really struggling out there in the middle. The runs have not been flowing, and that current run rate under 7 now. You see the chase is just trying to slip away from the fingers of Bindelma Royals Cricket Club here.
Absolutely spot on. Change in the bowling attack here. Zakaria comes in for the very first time in this inning, which spells first in the team's 8th over in progress.
Something's got to give here. Something has to change for Bindelma Royals. They might lose their wickets in the hopes of trying to change things, but they will have to throw something at Tamimi Tafka Cricket Club here. Zakaria, the new bowler coming in here, looking to make an early impact, knowing that his team are in real control of proceedings here. He'll have a bit of a free chance here to bowl with real confidence as here he goes. It goes for the aerial approach there, Balu. He's gone for the risky shot there. Trying to open the face of the blade. Just get a single. A lot of risk just for 1 run.
Yes, you need to pick on those risky shots. You cannot be into your comfort zone. Come out of it because you're chasing a big mountain target of 219 runs. And you have already lost the power play. You haven't got much in it. Done with this 7 overs, 48 runs on the board. They are still much behind from that target of 219.
Zakaria to the right-hander now, Navid. Again, the effort ball. Just a single. Again, brilliant stuff this from the bowling unit. We saw an opportunity for teams to really open up the gap with big net run rates, and Tamimi Tafka Cricket Club will be
possibly eyeing that as well the longer this game goes on, because Bindelma Royals Cricket Club, at no real stage, have really gotten their innings going here. See the people in the stands and the crowd just with the hoodies on as the temperature starts to drop. The rain has aided to it as Zakaria goes charging in here. Balu with a flashing shot there on the offside, but straight to the fielder there, deep point there. Bilal well stationed as the single brings up the 50 for Bindelma Royals Cricket Club. 50 for one after 7.3 overs, not the rate that they were looking for. It's the first hurdle that they clear.
Well, if you can just spare out those wide deliveries that have been bowled by the bowlers of Tamimi Sisi, they have been absolutely spot on with the line and length that they have bowled since the beginning of the second innings. This time missed by the batsman, missed by the wicketkeeper. Has he got something on the bat? No, he hasn't. That will be called as a bye. Bonus runs coming in. They will not be minding by accepting this bonus runs from both of their hands. Have a look at the replay. Punching the deck hard. There have been a regulation gathering for the wicketkeeper, but he completely misses on that one.
Well, they take it any way possible.
Just chipped in towards the mid-wicket region for a single. Still a nonchalant approach from both the batsmen. Well, someone has to send a message here from the dugout of Bindelma Royals. They need to change the gears from here on. Getting back into the shell, not going for some big runs. That was right up in the slot, but there's a late swing offered on that one. Just completely shattered the shot of Balu. A dot ball again to end the over after the completion of 8. It's 55 for the loss of 1 wicket with the current run rate trailing at 6.88.
Well, 8 runs coming off that Zakaria over. Brilliant from him. 4 byes, unfortunate. Nothing that he could have done on that occasion, as he had with 8 overs, 55 for one. It hasn't gone according to plan whatsoever for Bindelma Royals. It has been a real struggle out there in the middle, looking to get that movement early on, but they haven't really been able to do so. Has been a struggle.
Yes, indeed. Not a comfortable chase for them.
Well, we'd like to thank of the OGC Foundation Cup 2025, powered by Dafa News, the title sponsor of Sami Geotechnique Company. Thanks to Mr. Mastood, organizing partner Tamimi Tafga and Tamimi Group, Mr. Dilwar, Mr. Ayman, and Mr. Ashfaq. Broadcast and event partner Pacific Star Sports. Thanks to Mr. Mahmood Merchant, organizing partner Access United Trading Company Limited and Fireox Group. F&B partner Shahzada and Mughal Restaurant. Trophy sponsors Tapa Tamini and partners. And we'd also like to thank Thoim Sports, Pearl Index, Aftab, Saudi and Cricket, Eastern Province Cricket Association, TSCC, Cosmo Cosmetics, Oxride, Armaf Perfume, Shams Corner, Nature and Pure, and GHS Properties. We thank them all for their continued support as we head towards the start of the 9th over. As Bindelma Royals Cricket Club, yeah, he's got right in front. Naveed has really struggled out there in the middle. He's got very little joy. That one crashing onto the stump, as you can see, 5 or 15 deliveries. Really has been a struggle.
Yes, you rightly mentioned they have been struggling since the beginning of the second innings. Not getting some big runs. They absolutely need to take the onus. Any of the batsmen need to target a bowler whom they can comfortably go for some big runs. At least they need to score a couple of boundaries from every single over from here on.
Long way to go here, Kamran. Looking after that first over, with real discipline. Again, he gets the edge there. Might land safely. The aggressive approach goes straight into the hands of Kamran, and Navid's tough time in the crease comes to an end. Really struggled out there in the middle, gets nowhere near the pitch of the ball there. Thick edge, straight back to the bowler with elevation, and Kamran completes the catch. The second wicket departs for Bindelma Royals Cricket Club. It's 55 for 2.
Well, completely beaten by the extra pace offered by Kamran. Was nowhere in a position to dispatch that into the any of the fence in the ground, and that will be the second wicket for Tamimi Tafghasisi. Naveed departs after a struggle time, as you mentioned. That was a mighty bouncer right on the money. He hasn't got enough time on it. Leading edge and safely taken in the follow through region by the bowler himself. Kamran gets his first.
A brilliant ball that the effort delivery gets the wicket. And Bindelma Royals Cricket Club, in terms of preserving their wickets as a team, did very well up until then. Now have lost their second wicket as Firoz Khan out there in the middle now. This is just going to become all the more difficult here for Bindelma Royals. Kamran goes flying in there and starts off with a dot ball. What a brilliant over this has been. No runs conceded and a wicket of his first three deliveries. Brilliant from Kamran.
Yes, well, every single bowler who has taken that onus in this inning from Tamimi Tafghasisi has done a remarkable job. Absolutely outstanding effort from every single bowler. This time a change of pace. Wanted to play it towards the point region, completely beaten up. Run rate
Nice
again
delivery
dropped
there.
down below 7 at the moment. Well, they need a big partnership here from Feroz and Balu. The captain will be expecting of Bindelma. Down the leg stump will be a wide.
Another extra conceded there. It's something that just every bowler seems to have caught the bug here. But there's also sympathetic considering the ball isn't being easily gripped here, considering of the conditions and the bit of rain. So the ball is heavy, the ball is wet, often might just slip away from the finger. So sympathies do go to the bowling team, but they seem to have no issues otherwise. Really dominating proceedings here.
Well, absolutely spot on. Well, that has been some extraordinary batting stuff from Bilal in the first innings as he manages to top the table, the highest run getting list with a maximum of 133 runs that he has scored in throughout the tournament. Lofting toss delivery this time played it into the swiftly driven into the short toss region. One run conceded. Use of the mark, Feroz. And that will be the end of the over. 9 overs gone. It's 58 for the loss of 2 wickets.
Brilliant from Kamran. What an over that was. 3 runs and a wicket from it, creating all sorts of trouble. Firoz has struggled out there in the middle as we look at the equation in front of us. Bindelma Royals Cricket Club needing 161 from the 11 overs at a required run rate of over 14 and a half an over. The stranger things have happened on the field of cricket, but this seems to be a step too far for Bindelma Royals Cricket Club. They need to get something. They need to get a spark here. Can Firoz provide it? Because Balu has struggled out there in the middle. Or will Balu, after getting his sight in here, look to take the charge on as we head towards the halfway stage of this innings here? Zakria bowls in, fires that shot, looks to pull that. He'll just get a single.
Well, this is going to be an absolutely crunch game between these two sides. Bindelma Royals taking on Tamimi Tafga. Well, talking about the records here, the batting record has already been named on Bilal so far in the tournament. And coming back to the bowling attack, well, it's been on the name of Waqas Ahmad as he tops the table in the highest wicket taker. 8 wickets, 8 wickets on his name.
There goes Zakri again. Oh, he's got the edge and that carries. He's gone. Firoz will have to walk. Zakaria with real pace, firing that towards the skipper. Just gets enough on it. Straight to the hands of the keeper behind, who makes no mistake. A very good catch behind the stumps. And Bindalma Royals Cricket Club have lost their third wicket. Zakaria strikes. Brilliant stuff from the fast bowler.
Yes, some lethal pace, some lethal bounce from Zakaria offered on that occasion. And that was not an easy catch for the wicketkeeper Abdul Khan. There was a big deviation after he just got that nick. Have a look at the replay. Punching the deck hard, extra pace, extra bounce offered, and what a catch! Acrobatic stuff from the wicketkeeper Wahab behind the stumps. Well, Zakaria is absolutely steaming fire here.
Brilliant delivery. That what pace made it so difficult for the batsman to really settle in. And Balu is seeing three of his teammates back in the dugout here, seeing that team in all sorts of trouble here. At 59 for 3 as we are heading towards the halfway stage of the chase. 160 required at a required run rate of 15 and over.
And we've also got a drinks break here at the moment, and the best time to thank our sponsors here. OGC Foundation Cup 2025 powered by Dafa News. We'd like to thank our title sponsor Osaimi Geotechnico. Thanks to Mr. Masood, organizing partner Tamimi Tabga and Tamimi Group. Thanks to Mr. Dilawar, Mr. Ayman and Mr. Ashfaq, broadcasting and event partner Pacific Star Sports, Toyam Sports, Mr. Mahmood Merchant, organizing partner Axis United Trading Company Limited, Fireox Group, Mr. Waqas Alvi, food and beverages partner Shahzada and Mughal Restaurant, Mr. Abbasi, trophy sponsors Tapa Tamimi and partner Pearl Index, Mr. Majid, Aftab, Mr. Bilal, Saudi Cricket Federation, East Province Cricket Association EPCA, TSCC, Cosmo, Oxride, Armaf Perfumes, Shams Corner, Nature Pure, and last but not the least, GHS Properties for their continued support throughout the tournament and bringing up this brilliant and a magnificent platform for all the youngsters out there to showcase their skills. Thank you so much once again, all the sponsors here. Let's get back to the business again. Beautiful delivery to welcome here, Rajesh.
Well, a real short ball there from Zakaria. He's been brilliant with the ball in hand. The effort ball digs it short. It's nowhere near that. You can see the previous one. Firoz just tried to swing at it. See, just throwing his bat. Very quick bowling here from Zakaria, getting no time or space for Rajesh to settle in here.
Well, this has been the story of the bowling unit of Tamimi Tabga. They have always targeted that short of a length deliveries more often than not in this game, and that has been the success ratio as well. Three of the dismissals that we have seen have come of those short deliveries. One from the Noman, the other from the Kamran, and this time it's Zakaria. Has been absolutely spot on. Full length delivery this time. Change in the length. Just one run conceded. He's off the mark, Rajesh, with that single. Well, the current run rate is on the verge of getting below 6 at the moment. 9.5 overs have been bowled. Last ball to complete the half of the innings.
Zakaria, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant with the ball in hand here. 1 for 5, looking to finish his second as we head towards the halfway stage of the chase.
Dot ball to end the over. Yes, rightly mentioned. We are halfway done to the innings here. 10 overs gone. It's 60 for the loss of 3 wickets with a run rate of 6 runs per over.
Well, not the kind of chase you were expecting here from Bindelma Royals Cricket Club. They've tried to apply themselves, not give their wickets away cheaply. But in the attempts of that, they find themselves way behind the required rate here. 60 for 3 after 10 overs, chasing a mammoth total of 219. And at the same time, you can see that Tamimi Tafga were 119 for 4 at this stage, well ahead of proceedings here, showing what Bindelma Royals Cricket Club have in store for us here. They might as well just go for it.
Well, it is not going to be a cakewalk for the batting unit of Bindelma Royals as they need to chase this target with a required run rate of almost 16 runs and over. And that too up against such a qualified and such a lethal bowling unit of Tamimi Tafga. Someone has to get that onus and go for some big hittings, changing the bowling this time. Spin bowling comes into the attack.
Asif has been introduced and he will hold on to Rajesh here as he tosses it up nicely. Here goes straight over the bowler's head. That's a good shot there from Rajesh. A welcome sight there as Asif just tosses the ball up to Rajesh and he duly obliges with a welcome boundary.
Well, he's changing gears now. That was a tossed up delivery, played downtown. A bounce over the boundary rope. Well, they still need a couple of them in this over to get that momentum going.
There's one way to start off the over there. Asif will be under a bit of pressure as he keeps tossing that up. Rajesh continues the aggressive approach, but he'll just get a single.
Well, he's been one of the successful bowlers in the side, Suraj Asif, because the kind of a flight he offers and the slow one deliveries, he managed to get those wickets. The batsmen will get tempted.
He's a wily customer here, Asif, but he bowls that wide. And as it's almost like a tradition here at this point as Tafga Cricket Club bowlers continue with the extras being conceded here. Balu 17 of 24. Can he get a move on here at some point? Maybe he looks to target on spinner instead. Can't get that away. It's another dot ball.
Well, the things are looking difficult here for Bindelma Royals. They're literally struggling to pick up on the easy singles as well. Juicy full toss delivery. He missed on the length. And Balu will be ensuring that the ball will be travelling over the fence in the square leg region for a boundary. Well, this is turning out to be a bit expensive over from Asif.
That's a good shot there. Much needed. Not where he was intending it to get it, but just the intent to go after that gets him the boundary. A much needed boundary as Balu has stayed for a very long time out there in the middle. 21 of 26 deliveries. As he shot right in front there. Not at the head. It was an appeal, an expectation rather than anything else.
Probably missing that leg stump. That was a flipper from Asif. Well, these are the variations that he carry. This time, a thick outside edge will be straight away taken by the short third man fielder. And Balu departs after a struggling 21 runs. Asif is the man who has given the breakthrough. The change of the bowling has already worked in the favour of Bindelma Royals. They are 4 down on to 70 on the board.
70 for 4 here. Asif, after being hit for a couple of boundaries, comes back like every top bowler does. And he gets Balu out, who's had a tough time out there in the middle. 21 of 28 deliveries for Balu George. He's been dismissed by the spinner Asif. Again, tries to go for the big shot there. Very clever bowling. He goes for width, knowing that shot third is well placed in that position. Clever bowling as Balu goes chasing after, hauls out to a very simple catch. And Asif gets onto the wickets column. Good delivery from Asif, yielding in a wicket, and a new batsman joins the fray as with 11 overs gone. We are 70 for 4, with Zakaria now entering the fray.
Well, things are going much difficult here for Bindelma Royals. Someone should be taking those big shots this
We
time.
almost
Going
see that. The acrobatics being used there, trying to just help that and use the pace of Zakaria on that occasion. He's bowled so well, Zakaria. I don't think either batsman is going to get any joy doing something unorthodox with such quality bowling that Zakaria has offered. 1 for 5 or 2.1 overs is just brilliant from him. Rajesh, 6 of 6. Nazar yet to face a delivery. This is perfect conditions here for Zakaria. He goes charging in here. Brilliant delivery. Another dot ball.
have gone for two back-to-back full length deliveries this time. Zakaria, much against the nature of his bowling. I'm predicting that this might be the bouncer coming in from Zakaria, the one which he is known for. The lethal bouncers with extra pace adding to it makes it more lethal.
The box of tricks here. Zakaria goes charging in here. He goes for the big shot there. Hasn't got the timing well on it, but crunches that nicely. Deep square leg, just deep mid wicket comes across and makes the interception to just get it to a single. Fuller delivery there from Zakaria, just trying to bundle the stumps over. It's just a decent amount of bat for a couple of runs.
Yes, that has been slapped hard in the mid-wicket region, but hasn't got that timing on it. We'll have to satisfy with those couple of runs. Current run rate again back into the same position as it was in the power play, 6.26 at the moment. The equation is literally going high and high. 149 runs to be chased down from here on. Swings and swings it hard, missed by the batsman, missed by the wicket keeper as well. That will give some sigh of relief to the batting unit. Bye coming in. 4 more runs added to the scorecard, this time in the face of a bye.
Well, extras really have helped Bindelma Royals Cricket Club in terms of pushing their total. A bit sloppy there from the keeper as the ball just kept a touch low. Fortunate from him. I don't think Zakaria will be very pleased with that. He just wants to bowl and keep things as tight as possible. 4 runs added to the Bindelma Royals cage.
This time high up in the sky, has got the leading edge, couldn't connect it well. There comes the man Waqas with the safe hands. Easy catch for him. 5th wicket down. Zakaria has got this man again. Rajesh departs.
Brilliant bowling from Zakaria. Superb. He's just hurried the batsman once again. It's nowhere near the pitch there. Rajesh Krishnan has had a tough time out there in the middle, not finding the meat of the bat on many occasions on that. This time beaten by the pace, trying to give it the big heave. Instead, it was a simple catch out there in the deep. And Zakaria picks up his 2nd wicket. As you can see, the rain pouring down here at the EPC Al-Tamimi Cricket Ground in Dammam of the Kingdom of Saudi Arabia. As Bindelma Royals Cricket Club have lost half their side here. 76 runs on the board. And Tamimi Tapka Cricket Club well on their way to victory here.
Well, wickets continue to tumble down here. You can also see a few of the droplets. Not a good sign. We're also having a triple header tomorrow. On the leg stump, on the pads, big appeal coming in. But that would be surely missing the leg stump. Well, such bowling efforts will definitely give that confidence within your team. Successful over comes to an end. Conceded 6 runs, including that 4 runs are for bye, and also a wicket of Rajesh. 12 overs gone. It's 76 for the loss of 5 wickets.
As we head towards the final eight here, Tamimi Cricket Club have pretty much wrapped up the game here with some wonderful bowling followed by brilliant batting. So a total all-round performance here from the boys in green. Austin and Nazar, well, they'll have to provide something very, very special. Two new batsmen coming out in the middle, number 6 and number 7, finding themselves in a tough situation. And this is where Tamimi Cricket Club can just run down the overs swiftly here. Use a bit of spin as we see Asif back in the attack. He is such a lethal customer, so difficult to hit even on his off days. Now bowling with real discipline and rip. He goes big, he's chased after it. Nazar makes contact. That is a brilliant catch. Well, the fielding from Tamimi Cricket Club has just been the icing on top of the cake. Wonderful work out there in the deep for the catch to be completed. Asif gets his second. Bin Dalma Royals Cricket Club lose their 6th wicket. It's 76 for 6, and Tamimi Cricket Club inching closer to victory.
Absolutely top-notch fielding stuff that we have seen this evening from Tamimi Tabqa. Bilal was the man who has got that catch in the deep. He's someone who can do nothing wrong this evening. Running down towards his right and latching onto that one. A beautiful catching position. That was right into the slot, but he couldn't get enough of it. Found the man in the deep. 6th wicket going down. The curtains are slowly coming down here for Bindalma Royals, but they're still having 4 wickets left. The show must go on. Any one of the batsmen has to take that responsibility on their shoulders. Required run rate has got some big spike this time. 18.65 runs per over.
Oh, it's a quicker delivery there from Asif. He wants his stats to remain in here. He's going to keep things as tight as possible. He is a very tricky customer to get away. He's bowled with real discipline. He's got the 2 wickets early, and now he's looking to just add the misery to the opposition here.
Yes, you rightly mentioned. Tricky bowler, typical Asif. You know how to get back things. This time couldn't time it well, and it will be a wicket for Asif again. That wasn't a bad delivery though. He actually wanted to sweep it hard, but couldn't find the willow on it. Just a leading edge and an easy catch in the follow-through region for Asif. 3rd wicket for him, and it's all happening here at the Al-Tamimi Cricket Ground. The wickets are tumbling down for Bindalma Royals. They're not in a comfortable situation at all.
Well, yet another wicket goes, and Asif yet again picks up another wicket straight into the hands. It's such a soft dismissal, but it's just been the hallmark of what has been a dominant performance. Asif with the ball, so lethal, adding an extra dimension here. Huge smiles on their faces as Bindalma Royals Cricket Club find themselves at 77 for 7. The game all but wrapped up here.
Well, he's been the magician this evening. Man with the golden arm. He just got 3 wickets in his 2nd over itself. Here is an opportunity for him to get that fifer. Can he make it count? Will be the big question.
New batsman.
Shashin Najib, the new batsman. The southpaw comes into the middle to face Asif. On the leg stump. Signaled as a wide. Well, this is not something as a captain you will be expecting from your prime bowler, Suraj. Got the wicket and again getting carried away. Bowling that wide delivery.
As we mentioned there before, Rahmat, that maybe it won't cost him in this game. because of the heavy margin that they have and the real dominance. This is something that they have to iron out the longer they go, because the Mimi Dafka Cricket Club look like one of the serious outfits to get their hands on the trophy here. But that is something that they'll have to iron out. As yet another wide being bowled here from Asif. Again, we are sympathetic to the fact, and we do understand that the dew and the raining conditions don't make it easy whatsoever for the bowlers. There have been far too many. As you can see, the wind picking up there. We might lose our camera by the looks of it here. It's a quicker delivery right into the block hole. It's just the difficult conditions where you can kind of understand why the extras have been creeping up. As Asif completes yet another successful over. It's 13 overs gone. It's 80 for 7.
Yes, a lot of breeze that we are seeing in, and also the droplets of showers here. But a big shout out to all the cameramen in the venue, and also to the broadcasting and the event partner for bringing up such beautiful visuals. We going globally here. Thank you to the broadcasting and the event partner, Pacific Star Sports, Toyam Sports, Mr. Mahmood Merchant, for doing all the hard work. And a big shout out to each and every cameraman out there, and also to the production team in the back end for doing absolutely a phenomenal job here. Change in the bowling as we head to the 14th over in progress. Asghar comes into the attack for the first time in his inning.
Brilliant there, Ashfaq. We saw him with the bat, so threatening, and now has the opportunity here with all the freedom. Can just allow himself to bowl with a lot of confidence. Might even get a few wickets. As you said, just give them good practice heading into tougher and more challenging games as the competition progresses, as the game goes on here. With Waqar now on strike, 7 wickets gone. They're just looking to try and get a bit of respectability with the game slipping away from the fingers.
Well, can you believe it, Suraj? The required run rate is climbing high and high. This time it's more than 20 runs and over. And Tamimi Tabga will really be looking forward, much interested to win this game with more than 100 runs, and that will give some big spike in the net run rate.
Spot on there. This is what will really help them going forward. Massive victories, not just the points on board, but that net run rate play a huge factor as the games go on here. Brilliant stuff from Tamimi Tafga Cricket Club. Seeing what's in front of them and how they have dealt with it has been brilliant. Here he goes for the big shot there. Waqar might be caught here. Instead, he finds the boundary. What a shot that is from Waqar, catching the meat of the blade and finds the boundary. A welcome boundary. It's been few and far between for Vindalma Royals Cricket Club, but it's a boundary nonetheless off the bat of Waqar.
Yes, that was right in the slot, and he nicely managed to go downtown. That was middle of the bat. That beautiful sound that erupts soon after he got that one.
Lefty, Saba guys.
Vindalma Royals just looking to just get some lusty blows towards the end of the innings. Just get that feel of the willow. They've struggled out there. They know that the result is not in their hands anymore. They still want to try and work Tamimi Tafga bowlers here.
Well, there is some late swing offered even to Asghar, who is bowling with a very ordinary pace at the moment. That brings up the 14th over, end of 14th over, and Vindalma Royals moves on to 86 for the loss of 7 wickets. There you go, 133 required in 36 legal deliveries. Required run rate, asking run rate 22.17. That is some big number.
It's still mathematically possible. Until we don't see the 36 run mark, we can see the game is there in the balance. But Tamimi Ultra Cricket Club beautifully bowled. How about that for a first delivery? Asif is spinning a web here. A sensational delivery to dismiss Wakar, who was looking good with some big shot, but then finds himself castled very soon after. Wakar Malik has to depart. Asif is having the time of his life with the ball in hand here. It's 86 for 8.
Well, approves the stump. These are the very rare visuals that you keep seeing when a spinner approves the stump. Courtesy Asif, 4 wickets into his bucket. Can he make it 5? Can he go for the fifer? Well, this is going to be an interesting one. With the kind of a form he is in, I would surely reckon he'll be bagging those 5 wickets.
Well, spot on there. He's got plenty of time. He's got an over after this as well. Look at how lethal he has been. It's almost like every time he has the ball, pretty much expect a wicket here. Side out there in the middle. And I think Asif will be eyeing that fifer, which is so elusive in this format. Just getting the 4 overs to bowl to get 5 wickets really is a feat. Asif has bowled especially well. Some brilliant performance throughout. Asif Iqbal, 4 of 14. Brilliant stuff from him.
Absolutely, this man can do no wrong this evening. Everything that he's doing turning into gold. Beautiful delivery this time onto the pads, following the batsman. Will get that single.
Just a single there as Asif. Just looking, he can be a bit more attacking with his field setup, but he's decided to keep it as is. He knows that side might try to take him on here with nothing to lose. The tail enders now might look to swing after it. That's watchfully bowled. It just takes the pace off. He's such a tricky customer to pick out.
Well, things are coming in here. Asif Iqbal has topped the table, beating Waqas, being the leading wicket taker here in the tournament so far. Got 9 wickets into his bucket at the moment. Waqas has got some competition here with his own teammate. Last delivery of the over coming in. Open the face of the plate.
Over.
There is the man on your screen. That's Waqas for you. Successful over comes to an end. Just conceded 2 runs of it. And also picked up a wicket. 1 more over to go for Asif. Can he make it count? Can he go for a fifer? Will be the question here. 15 overs gone. It's 88 for the loss of 8 wickets.
Well, 3 8s at the moment for the Pindalma Royals. It's been a very, very poor effort with the bat, to say the least. It's been an exceptional bowling from Tamimi Tafka Cricket Club, bouncing back from their game yesterday against the Cloud 7 Qalandars. Well, that was some really ordinary bowling from them yesterday, but they've come back superb. Zakaria gets the middle stump out. What a start to his final over. And what a perfect sight for a fast bowler here. Starts off his spell with that wicket, and Shashi Najib has no clue where that was going. Crashes into the middle stump. It's uprooted there.
Well, changing the comb box has worked in the favor of Tamimi Tafga. Getting some luck for them.
Well, absolutely, Rahmat. Getting some good luck for them. And what a way to start off the first ball after the break as well. There you go. Perfect sight for a fast bowler, isn't it?
Yes, absolutely. A perfect sight for a fast bowler uprooting the stump. Can't be a much satisfying view than this. Well, Zakaria is the man. Can he finish things off in style? Can he go for the 4th one into his account and finish things for Tamimi Tabqa on a high note. Well, he
Right
can be
then,
the man.
here comes Zakria Nikash on strike. He'll be looking to bowl full and at the stumps, as I was just gonna mention, just away from the stumps on that occasion.
Well, what a brilliant pack of bowling unit they are having. Tamimi Tabqa CC, naming Waqas, Kamran, Zakaria, Asif. Absolutely lethal bowling attack.
Here comes Zakria, looking to wind things up soon here. Edge that one. Ball goes towards the third man. We are seeing some rain here, Rehmat. The Duckworth Lewis Spa score currently nowhere near that are the Bin Delma Royals.
Well, the situation of the game reminds me of our childhood days, where we are having the rain coming in at the last moment, and we used to cancel the match as we giving the reasons. No, it is not going to be a complete match. You will be much resembling this situation, Vanch.
Well, absolutely. Those good childhood memories as well. But on this occasion, we do have the Duckworth Lewis par score. And it's 207 at the moment, as the website says. We will await final confirmation on that one, though.
That was right in the slot. It hasn't got much bat on it. Will be satisfied with the single. Well, if he survives this delivery, then it will be again Asif, I believe, will be having for that fifer. Was already topped the table in the bowling card of the tournament, bagging 9 wickets, including the 4 he has picked today. Well, that brings up the over. 16 overs gone. It's 90 for the loss of 9 wickets. Vindelma Royals.
It's falling really heavily now, the rain. We've mentioned it time and time again that rain is going to play a part in this tournament in the future matches as well. Captain Akil just motivating his troops to keep on going quickly, because this is not a game that they want to hold on to. They just like to bundle things up quickly. And who better than Asif to come in? Might as well be producing the first fifer of this tournament. He has a shy at that. Comes Asif. Starts off with a wide delivery outside the off stump. And as you mentioned a couple of moments ago, Rehmat, he's topping that leaderboard as far as the most wickets is concerned of the Saudi Foundation Day Cup.
Well, at the moment he'll be eyeing to that fifer. Can be the first 5-wicket haul of the tournament.
Looking to go for the leg spinner. Oh my word, what was that? That was a loopy delivery. Went straight towards the keeper. Wide delivery called by the umpire. You can see what he's trying to do. He's trying to bowl as flighted as possible, and of course give the ball as much of air as he can so that the batsman can go for the big shot. It's short on that occasion. Played well and played well for a boundary. He's not going to get wickets off that delivery, Rehmat.
Obviously, well, it is not going to be an easy job for a spinner who is coming in. There is a lot of rain coming in, and the ball will be slipping from the hand of him, unable to get that control. Tough job for Asif.
That's a good point. There is a lot of rain. Ball will slip from the leg spinner's hand as well. Still has 4 deliveries to have a shy at that wicket. This one pushed quicker. Syed does well with that one for a single.
Well, the captain of Tamimi Tabqa will be a happy man at the moment, because batting leaderboard is already been topped by his man Bilal, and now the competition in the bowling card is going cutthroat in between Asif and Waqas. Waqas just trailing down onto the second position with those 8 wickets into his bag.
Tamimi Tafka with this win will qualify for the semi-finals.
And what a way to get qualified setting up a mammoth total of 219 runs. Record breaking things that we have seen in this game. Will be definitely a no ball. That's a beamer. Very rare visuals that you will be seeing from a spinner bowling a beamer. That will be a free hit. Shot offered but hasn't got that enough on it. Just a single. A last ball of the spell to Asif Iqbal. Can he make it count is the big question. Last ball, last opportunity. Oh my god. We have already done with the over, I believe.
Well, I think they've counted one ball less because still one delivery left as far as scorecard is concerned, but it will be time for Wakas to come in once again into the attack. The umpire is already checking the matting. Is becoming quite heavy this rainfall here. 99 for 9 at the end of 17 overs. Here comes Wakas into his final over as well. Starts off with a short delivery. Syed Amin, the captain, is making sure that he extends this celebration from Tamimi Tafga Cricket Club.
Well, indeed. This is going to be a significant, a comprehensive win for Tamimi Tabgha.
Goes up in the air. Falls short of the fielder at mid wicket. That will be a single. And with that, the 100 comes up for the Bindelma Royals. 100 for the loss of 9 wickets. Not being the kind of performance that the Bindelma would have been hoping for. 3 in 3 defeats for the Bindelma Royals now, as they are ending this tournament on rather low confidence. Still got a league game left, of course. That one edged towards third man for a single. What would you suggest for the next game here, Rahmat? Because Bindelma Royals seem to be getting nothing in their favour in this tournament.
Well, absolutely. That is going to be a dead rubber for them. There will be a scope to try out the bench in the next game, as they haven't got much to expect in this league going forward. Throwing the opportunities to the players who are warming up the bench. Here comes Waqas charging up towards the batsman. Nicely bowled, just given the direction with the open face of the blade. Single conceded.
It's excellent stuff from the Tamimi Tafga as well. They've been clinical in all 3 aspects of the game. Won the toss, elected to have a bat first. Captain Akil calling that one right once again.
There's been a lethal bouncer once again. Well, this has been the story of Tamimi Tabgha. More often than not, going for the lethal bouncers. We'll be taking a quick opportunity to thank all the sponsors here. OGC Foundation Cup powered by Dafa News, Osaimi Geotechnic Co. being the title sponsors. Thanks to Mr. Masood, organizing partner Tamimi Tafga and Tamimi Group, Mr. Dilawar, Mr. Ayman and Mr. Ashfaq. Broadcast and event partner Pacific Star Sports, Toyam Sports, Mr. Mahmood Merchant. Organizing partner Access United Trading Company Limited, Fireox Group, Waqas Alvi.
Oscar.
And Mughal Restaurant, Mr. Abbasi Trophy sponsors, Tapa Tamimi and partner, Pearl Index, Mr. Majid, Aftab, Mr. Bilal, Saudi Cricket, Eastern Province Cricket Association, TSCC, Cosmo, Oxrite, Armaf Perfumes, Shams Corner, Nature and Pure, and last but not the least, GHS Properties
Well,
for the.
absolutely. Sponsors providing the much needed support for this tournament and giving the much needed boost for such a tournament to occur. Massive shout out to all the sponsors and everyone responsible in the successful starting of this tournament. It's high up in the air. This time should be taken. It is taken. Captain Akil completes the catch and a fitting end to this match. Captain Akil has taken that one at deep mid wicket. 104 bowled out have been the Bin Delma Royals here in this innings. And it's a big, big win. A victory by 114 runs for the Tamimi Tafga. More number of runs is the margin of victory than the number of runs scored by the Bindan Royals. That just shows you the amount of dominance that the Tamimi Tafga Cricket Club have shown today. And as the umpires and the fourth officials rush towards the ground to protect the wickets, this turns out to be another good game of cricket and another exciting day of some good cricketing action from the Al-Tamimi Cricket Ground here, isn't it, Rahmat?
Well, that's been a comprehensive win for Tamimi Tafga as they confirm their berth into the semi-finals. A big congratulations on winning this game with a big margin of 114 runs. Absolutely top-notch stuff. Well, there is a grading exchange moment that we can see here. Bindalma Royals and Tamimi Tafga. Well, you rightly mentioned that this day has gave us plenty of action throughout the games. A triple header.
Well, absolutely, Rahmat. A triple header today, and we have 3 matches coming up tomorrow as well, which we will see on our screens post that presentation ceremony. So do stay tuned for the upcoming fixtures and the post-match presentation as well. Mimi Tafka winning this game, and here is the batting card for the Bin Delma Royals. Beg your pardon. 13 of 16 for Usman Khalid and 21 of 28. The only double-digit figures from the Bin Delma Royals Cricket Club. Well, you know who was the highest scorer in this game? It was the number of extras conceded by the Tamimi Tafga, which they'll really look forward to minimizing in the next game that they play. But apart from that, this scorecard looks like a phone number. Not this one though. 4 for 23 for Asif Iqbal, 3 for 9 for Zakaria Khan, a wicket each for Kamran Nazir, Numan Zubair, Asghar Altaf, finishing things off with that last wicket as well. Everyone bowling under 6 runs and over of an economy. No wickets for Waqas Ahmed today, but he was influential with the bat for his side. As we have a look at the match summary, 218 from the Tamimi Tafga Cricket Club, winning the toss, electing to have a bat first in match number 13. Bilal Yunus scoring 73 of just 33, 44 of 25 for Waqas Ahmed, Akil scoring 28 of 11, and Bin Delma Royals being bowled out for 104. Nikash Mahmood bowling actually really well for the Bin Delma Royals, otherwise that score would have been in excess of 220. He got figures of 4 for 30. Nasif Iqbal got figures of 4 for 23 to really pin them down. Tamimi Tafga win this game by 114 runs. And Rahmat, take us through the highlights. It was an entertaining game of cricket and a mouth-watering contest, which turned out to be in favor of the Tamimi Tafga.
Well, absolutely. A mouth-watering day. Here are the highlights of the last game's second innings. There wasn't much in the game to cheer for Bin Delma Royals. These are the highlights. Absolutely top-notch stuff from Tamimi Tafga CC. Started off with a bang in the batting unit. Some big things that we have seen. As I have already mentioned, there was not much thing for Bin Delma Royals to cheer up as they got bundled out for 104. These are the more of a wickets and we can see some big hittings from the batsmen of Bindelma Royals. Absolutely top-notch stuff from the bowlers, naming Asif, Waqas. Everyone have contributed in the win. Big margin victory here for Tamimi CC. 4 wickets to Asif Iqbal. This was the shot which hasn't offered much on that one. This time Asif Iqbal got the 4th one in the same over that he has bowled. Absolutely top-notch stuff. But he missed on to that fifer. Asghar came in again. He actually wanted to go for a wicket but went wicketless. But this was something for Asif, uprooting the stump, and that was a beautiful delivery from the man who has shown some lethal pace. A couple of boundaries in the last over, in the slog overs to cheer up for Bindelma Royals. Well, that was the show from Tamimi Tabga, who completely stole the evening. Won the game with a big margin of 114 runs, and will be straight away going for the presentation party, as Rizwan is waiting over there for the presentation one.